Flipping around. You taking my time, I kick a car. Tell you something else. Oh no! I killed my friend.
Looking for manga and anime collectibles? We have manga, toy, anime collectibles, complete collections, and so much more at Ultimate Comics.
Welcome to Ultimate Comics. We're the biggest shop in North Carolina, which makes us your pop culture destination. We have everything from Funko Pops to sideshow collectibles, hot toys, graphic novels and manga, a whole room dedicated to back issues filled with keys, and a giant wall filled with new comics. So come on down and see all your friends at your friendly neighborhood Ultimate Comics.
Flipping around.
We have 3 shows a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Facebook page. We have key issues, sets, new books, hot variants, and I mean, we do special events all the time. We just had Tankers #1 signed by Rob Venditti available on the show, and we're actually getting those shipped out right now. We're a little bit behind schedule. Well, how are you coming along with that, Rob? We gotta get these out.
I'm going as fast as I can. He's doing covers now? What the fuck? I love it.
Hey kids, want to hear about the best comic book show on YouTube? It's it's What to Pick Up This Week! Starring Harrison and Sienna from Ultimate Comics. Find out what books to grab each week, from the best stories to the hottest covers, and never be alone again!
What the first appearance this week? You were like,
black suit.
yeah. What? So
Yeah.
what's coming out this week? Marvel Comics.
Marvel
Big
Comics.
new
Let's
release.
start. Yeah.
And they're also doing really cool 1 in 50 symbiote blanks.
Flipping through it, and the art looks phenomenal.
Everyone's gonna be after this. I'm sure it's gonna be double, triple ratio.
So nice.
Yeah, that's him writing it. He had the obviously really long running Flash Rebirth series. James Herring does the Ultra Mega cover, and Tilly Walden and Charlie Adler both do Walking Dead covers.
It captures everything that I love about Superman, like that wish fulfillment, that hopefulness. It's fantastic.
You want photos or you want to kill him?
I want a shot. Some people want that.
Little Francis Yu does a 1 in 25, and Pepe Larraz does that little sweet 1 in 50. So a lot of really.
You have options. Number 1.
Both covers.
Well, it's gonna have a
1 in
lower.
25 in the
It's
same
gonna
book.
have a lower print run.
To do a really beautiful 1 in 25.
No one's gonna want that though.
No, J. Scott Campbell.
J. Scott Campbell. Chewie is just like chucking Dingo.
A good horror book,
Yeah.
which this is horror as well, and has to do with the legend of the Bunny Mask.
To get a gorgeous Peach Momoko aforementioned Scarlet Witch cover. Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti. It is the Moon Knight exclusive by Joe Gisco.
Hey, please let us host the Eisners next year.
Rick and Morty comics. Like Die, like you.
1 in 50. Yes.
Oh,
yeah. Now that's a good. Now that's a look.
Now that's a
With
look.
the ears.
That's a look. All right.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you next week.
Just got
Mamo? Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo.
Mamo?
Mamo. Mamo.
I wear my sunglasses anytime I
Boy. Boy.
Give him all the Mondraker!
Berserker, Boom Studios.
Mr. Eyebrow, I smell your eyebrow. Mr. Eyebrow, wandering down the avenue. Swinging a cane, feeling no pain. Mr. Eyebrow, I smell you.
Kid Country! Yeah!
We are live.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Thursday Night Live show. It is me, Zach, your host, back again. For those who are joining us for the first time, make sure you fill out our claim form. We do have a link to it both in the pinned comment in the chat and in the description for the show. Basically lets us know where we're sending those books and how you're paying for them. Big pieces of information for us. Shipping, as far as that goes, it is $8 flat rate $8 flat rate shipping across the continental U.S. And then that's for both the Tuesday and Thursday shows combined, so you get both of the shows for the week put together in one shipment. Or you can do local pickup at any of our Ultimate Comics physical locations for absolutely free instead of paying that $8 shipping. As far as claims go, make sure when you're making a claim for a book, you're putting both the letter placement as well as the descriptor for the book. So if I have a Batman book on D, say D Batman or Batman D. Just something to help us out. And then as far as multiple claims go, we do stream on both Facebook and on YouTube. So there's two separate chats. We get them both on our side in the correct order. So if you don't see someone else's comment for a claim or something like that, trust us, we have the correct order on our side. Alrighty. Also, I just want to do this real quick memo since I've been working over at the Durham store, and I know I've seen a lot of your friendly faces at the Durham store. We just refilled. I know we had that sale going on in the back issue section at our Durham location. We just got rid of all those sale books and have refreshed it with all new stock. So they're back to the $5 each, but you can do, I think it's still, we're doing the get to 6 issues, you get one of them for free. But I mean, look at some of the stuff I picked out. I got some Weird War, I got this little Space Explorer, I got some issues of the Demon. There's some good stuff in the mix this time. I mean, there's always good stuff in the mix, but there's a fresh set of good stuff in the mix right now. Just reset it yesterday. It should be all alphabetized, hopefully, by today at this point. But yeah, I just want to talk about that real quick, and now we can get to the actual show. Starting us off, the first book of the night. Well, I guess it's technically a set. This is issues 1 through 6 of Jurassic League, one of my favorite DC books from the past year. $15 for this whole set. I think it's all going to be the B covers in here. That's going to go up here on A. If you haven't read it, I mean, the Jurassic or Justice League as dinosaurs. It's a whole lot of fun. Just way out there, especially if you like puns. There's a lot of pun work in there. Next up, going on B, we got from Image Comics, we got Orc Stain #2 in very fine denirement condition for $15. One of my favorite artists, James Stokoe, doing this series. James Stokoe also did, if you read the Jeff Lemire Moon Knight run, he did the like space werewolf hunter storyline for that, and also did a great Alien series called Alien Dead Orbit, as well as a bunch of Godzilla stuff, which is all phenomenal. My personal favorite, Half Century War. Going on C now, another great artist for Justice Society of America, #20. This is in near mint condition for $5 with this great Alex Ross cover here with the Justice Society taking on the Justice League of America, or the Justice Society Infinite, actually. Going up here on C, so if you like Alex Ross. Well, yeah, the Alex Ross is always good. Since it's Easter weekend coming up, gotta at least do something for it. I know we got a bunch of Nintendo and Mario stuff since that movie came out, but hey, gotta respect the holidays too. So going up on D, we got from Walt Disney, we got Uncle Scrooge. This is near mint condition for $8. You got Uncle Scrooge, Daisy, and Donald all watching as Huey, Dewey, and Louie paint some eggs. As we go up here on D. On E, I put up The Mighty Thor, #366. This is in near mint condition for $25. You got a great Simonson cover there with Throg front and center, everyone's favorite version of the God of Thunder. On F, filling out the board still, on F, we got Marvel Superheroes Spring Special #1. This is in very fine condition for $8. I think spring technically started a week or two ago, but hey, it's never too late to get into the mood of the season. And then to fill out our board for the first time tonight, let's do from Marvel Comics. This is Transformers number 9 in very fine plus condition for $10. This has your first appearance of Circuit Breaker, otherwise known as a knockoff, even though it was beforehand, of 7 of 9.
That's grounds for a lawsuit. Though I guess that's both Paramount, so
Yeah, I guess they're safe. I guess they're
they are
safe.
safe enough. David Morningstar in the chat asking if we have any X-Men on this week's show. I'm sure we do, but
Yeah, I don't know if we had any X-Men on the previous books, but yeah, I can put up some X-Men stuff on the slots here. Let me double check and see.
looks like he also had a very good time because he was at C2E2 this weekend.
Nice.
Congratulations.
See any cool? C2 is a tech conference, right?
No, it's a conflict. It's Chicago, basically Chicago's biggest
I
conflict.
gotcha.
Yeah, let us know if you got anything good and meet any cool creators, got anything signed, any prints, fun stuff. That's a convention I dream one day to go.
Or just get any good food in Chicago.
I mean,
like
yeah,
that's...
you know. Did you get yourself beat up by asking for ketchup on a hot dog? You know, they're very picky about that.
They are.
And their pizza, but I'm not going to talk about that.
I love Chicago deep dish. So I will stand by it.
It certainly is food. It certainly is food.
It certainly qualifies.
It's certainly edible.
It's.
I do love Chicago pizza.
I love Chicago style.
Chicago style or Chicago deep dish? Because there are two different ones.
Chicago deep dish.
Okay.
The one where you actually have the inverse order of toppings, not just thick bread with toppings on it.
David said he got some signatures from Anthony Falcone.
Nice.
Scott Snyder.
That's good.
And Zeb Wells.
Nice.
That's good. Zeb writes Zeb wrote Hellions, which is really good.
Yeah. And is still currently writing Amazing Spider-Man, which...
Still currently writing Amazing Spider-Man, which is a thing.
Yeah, and I know he's got John Romita Jr. leaving that book here in the near future, getting replaced by Ed McGuinness. Taking over.
I like Ed McGuinness.
Yeah, I'm interested just because I associate Ed McGuinness with big, bulky characters like Hulk, so I'm interested to see how he deals with a, lighter, agile hero like Spider-Man.
Because he did fill in a couple issues during Dark Web.
Yeah.
So, it's 50-50. It's all personal preference. What some people might really like, and others might not really like, but, it makes all people.
Yeah, speaking of things that some people like and some others don't, I'm going to take down Jurassic League, which I personally love, but seems like not catching y'all's eye. But hey, this might catch your eye. This is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 100, near mint minus condition, newsstand copy for $30, featuring The Spot front and center, who just got his, even though it was like the third or fourth trailer for Across the Spider-Verse, finally got his actual first appearance in one of the trailers, and the one they just dropped yesterday.
Get in while the getting's good.
Yeah, get in now. Spot's he's one of those underused villains in my opinion. I just think his ability is really cool. I think his design is like the perfect mix of kind of like goofiness with like utility almost.
Yeah. I have quite literally no memory of the Spot except for his use in the animated series.
Yeah, because he's a major player in the animated series.
It's like Hydro Man of the '90s series.
Yeah, which is just because they couldn't use Sandman.
That is so funny. That is so funny that just like they can't. What about Sand? Is
Well, it was actually because at the time they were making the animated series, it was when James Cameron
wanted to do his
Spider-Man. He was working on his Spider-Man, and he was going to use Electro and Sandman in the first movie, so that's why they couldn't use Electro or Sandman throughout the series, because James Cameron wanted the people to be introduced to those characters in his movie instead of the animated thing. And then they eventually used Electro because the James Cameron thing fell through, and at that point they're like, do we really need Sandman? Like, Hydro Man we've already pretty much established at this point. So there's some background info for you on that. I know that's what y'all are here for, is insider info on a cartoon from 35 years ago.
Ouch.
Yeah, right? Right? But in the meantime, I want to put up on B, we got Batman Detective Comics number 719, near mint condition for $8. Batman got that crazy neck game there. It is like almost the length of his entire torso there.
We got a little bit of glare on D. Would you mind?
I can
moving it just
angle
a little
that.
Bit, so it's like we can see the characters on it, but the Uncle Scrooge title is a bit clear.
Gotcha. Is that better?
Oh, right. I'm looking at the. Yeah. you
Yes, you were looking at the
cool.
past.
My time machine's not working correctly.
Don't get me started on time machines. I've been rewatching Legends of Tomorrow all the way through.
Oh man.
Ooh, you're a braver man than I.
I just got to season 4, which was when Constantine joins the team.
Hey.
And they did not waste it. The second they started talking about Constantine, they're like, oh, it's this guy that looks like Sting that I know.
That's great. I'll mention, just because you're not gonna take it down right now, but on F, that Marvel's Superheroes Spring Special, which whatever it's called, that's a cover by Jim Lee. So that's Jim Lee drawing Moon Knight, folks.
I know I have some more books back here, but we did have that person ask for some X-Men, so I'm looking through here real quick. Here's a quick one to pull out. Going on C, since y'all asked for some X-Men real quick. This is Uncanny X-Men 168, very fine minus condition for $20. This has your first appearance of Madeline Pryor, who becomes the Goblin Queen, big part of the Dark Web series that we were just talking about, and has your first mention of the name Lockheed, the famous little dragon sidekick for Kitty Pryde. Man, I wish all those, like, the Blue Beetle trailer and all that stuff didn't come out on Monday, because I know Alan already, like, talked y'all's ears off about that stuff. But I know I'm still super excited for it. And luckily I got my little word in on the Tuesday show when I was dropping off some stuff from the Durham store.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I had to drop off, because we replaced, like I said earlier, we replaced all the books in the back issue area at Durham. I had to take all the showcase books and bring them over here that night. So who knows, maybe some of the stuff that was in the showcases at Durham will show up here in the live show soon for the rest of you who can't make it out there. This will take down the Scrooge. And in its place, let me do... This is Flash #1. This is from, I believe, the #1 from the New 52 area with Francis Manipool art on the cover there. That is near mint condition for $8, going up on here on D. Manipool is one of my favorite artists for Flash. I think his style just works perfectly for that character.
Well. Him and Brian Buccellato on that series is great.
Yeah.
I'm glad they were working on Between Clear and No One. I mean, those are two separate projects.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they're on it. I got some questions.
Yeah.
Eddie wants to know what's on A. I know it's a Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man, but I do not remember which issue.
It is issue number 100. So it's
number
a
100.
Yeah, it's a a milestone celebration issue, celebrating 100 issues. And then, of course, like I said, when we put it up, has Spot front and center, who just got his first actual appearance in one of the trailers for Across the Spider-Verse. So I'm assuming some Spot appearances like this one are probably gonna bump up after that movie comes out. So I wanted to put this up, give y'all a chance to get a good Spot cover before he goes
Zach
up.
would like to know if for Transformers on G, if we can do 6 instead of 10.
Yes.
There you go, Zach.
Alrighty, replacing that on G. Placing on G, we got The God of Thunder, the Mighty Thor, number 131. This is in fine minus condition for $35, and this is an issue worked on by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby with that great Jack Kirby cover right there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, no, it's great. But that's going to go on G for God of Thunder. Oh, Daniel. Daniel is backing up Joe on the computer tonight, getting Joe some more time running the show. So Daniel's on a laptop, and are we doing this plan of pricing books on the fly?
I mean, I'd give it a little bit of a shot.
Yeah, so I guess if you guys make requests, obviously I'm gonna look in here first, but Daniel can maybe do a little quick check in the area he's got behind the camera, see if we can find anything, real quick for some requests. No specific issues, because obviously he's not going to be able to find those randomly tucked in this corner. But that X-Men request earlier, maybe I'm a little low on X-Men books over here. You can check over there and see if he has any there.
Chris wants to know if where we get that snazzy shelf from. Which I assume he means what we have this book's on.
Oh!
Which I guess is a shelf?
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
display, I guess.
Yeah, I don't actually know where we got this display from.
Yeah, Alan got it somewhere.
Yeah, it could be from anywhere, to be completely honest with you. But it looks like it's either able to stand like it currently is now, or has a hanging system on the back. So maybe just look up like clear display for slat wall, because that's what this is designed to go on. So if you look up clear shelf for slat wall, you might be able to find something. But enough about our beautiful display. I gotta take something off of it. So I'm gonna take down. Oh, well, good thing I just removed that book. Removing that Throg cover on E. I'm gonna replace that with.
Yeah, there is like rock you can put back here.
Let's go with. From DC Comics, this is Infinite Crisis #1, near mint condition for $5, and this is the George Perez B cover on there for you. Going down here on E, and if I'm correct, Infinite Crisis is also, I mean, not this issue, but the first appearance of Jaime Reyes.
Yeah,
is in there.
he is introduced in Infinite Crisis.
Yeah, and I mean, if you like George Perez, like that cover is, you'll be happy with one of our slab preview books for the night. Is going to be another good George Perez cover for y'all.
That poster portfolio they released not too long ago.
Yeah,
is really choice.
It's so nice.
I was a little angry just they didn't include more from like Teen Titans.
Yeah.
But still, there's just so many good stuff in there. Or Crisis issue 10, which is like the only issue of Crisis that I have.
Yeah.
It's really great because it is the Anti-Monitor and Spectre going, you know.
Oh yeah.
It looks so great.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I would love that as a poster. How come we can't get that as a poster?
I think my favorite part is that they didn't have the Spectre really set up for the TV version of Crisis on Infinite Earths, so they just kind of like randomly halfway through they're like, Oliver Queen's dead, we gotta get him back. Okay, we're in the afterlife, we have to get him back, and then the Spirit's just like, I am here now, you must become the new Spirit,
well,
Oliver Queen.
Because he says he's Jim Corrigan, and Constantine, I guess they introduced Jim Corrigan on his show.
Oh.
And I was like, wait a second, you're not. Yeah, I know, I'm a different one. I'm like, that's hilarious. That's so hilarious. Which I'm like, because I think, I was, Jim Corrigan was different, because Crispus Allen was on, who was the second.
Yeah, he was
is
the
on
second
Gotham.
one. Yeah.
Because of the 8 episodes I watched of that show, I remember he was on that.
Anywho, I gotta put a book on F. So let's put up Marvel 2-in-1 Annual #2 featuring The Thing and Spider-Man. This is the newsstand edition, fine condition for $30 going on F. And this has your Death of Thanos and your first appearance of Lord Order and Master Chaos. Ooh. Which, my God, if there is not any more on-the-nose names than Lord of Order, not Lord of Order, just Lord Order. His name is Order.
He must be terrible at drive-ins. Not drive-throughs, damn it. I read the joke.
I have an order for Order.
Okay. Alright, who's the wise guy who's coming in?
Just everyone thinks he's a prank. He's like, no, please. I need my Starbucks.
I'm so thirsty. I can't operate without it.
He's sitting at home being like, where's my pizza delivery driver? Meanwhile, the second they finished the phone call, they were like, we're not making this for this guy. This is a fake address.
I need 2 extra cheese and half mushroom for Lord Order. Sure. This is Tommy again, isn't it? I told you to stop calling it.
And then after that, you're going to tell me I need to make a calzone for the Pope.
That would be hilarious if any time the Pope came over here and was like, I want to stop off at this one fast food joint. And I'm like, yeah, sure, the Pope wants a double cheeseburger. I'm certain of it.
McDonald's endorsed by Pope Francis. Reminds me of, I don't know, because I know everyone liked Mr. Show. Did y'all watch the other Bill Odenkirk and David Cross show that they did?
I did not. I do know of it.
It was with Bob and David. They had a whole bit where Bob Odenkirk becomes the Pope even though he's Jewish, and then does an ad, like a fake advertisement for a Jewish-themed fast food restaurant that makes, like, only, like, you know, safe stuff, including they make, it was like for Easter, which fits right now, they had a turkey Bible. And then also did an ad for a fake version of Lipitor or one of those like heartburn medications.
That's hilarious.
Guess I'll take down this Thor on G. I'll replace that with a Challengers of the Unknown, number 73. This is in fine minus condition for $5. Gotta take the stick and I'll put it in its right place. You got the Challengers of the Unknown facing off against the Killer Time Forgot. Ooh.
Eddie would like to know if we can do 25 on the 2-1 on F.
Yeah, I could do 25.
It's yours.
Replacing that on F, let's go with the FF themselves. Fantastic Four, number 238, in very fine plus condition for $8. And you have this great cover where Dr. Doom promises you that he does not show up in this book. Just so you know. But that's going to go here on F for Fantastic Four.
If that's your deciding factor.
Your deciding factor. Yeah. Here, now you can't say they didn't warn you.
At least he's on the cover.
He is on the cover.
Like completely on the cover.
Yeah.
I'll do like the start.
Dead center.
I was gonna say my favorite one is when Walt Simonson did that new Fantastic Four story back in the 90s, and the last issue has like the world's most gratuitous cameo, which is literally just the Punisher showing up at the end as one of his in a helicopter, and just like, why the hell am I here?
Daniel, I found these two unbagged and boarded books in
and there's
there.
an ad for Delta Force on the back.
I'll trade you this pretty rad looking connecting set.
Oh, sweet. For our X-Men request. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and replace probably the Peter Parker at this point. Placing that Peter Parker Spectacular on A. We got this great set that Daniel just found for us. This is for House of X and Powers of X issues 2 and 2, both in near mint condition for $60, and they make this great connecting cover here. I don't know how well it's showing there, but
well, it's backwards.
So
oh,
is it
not,
backwards?
Not very well.
There you
go.
There you
With
go.
Jean Grey's face.
I want to just position it down a little bit.
Yeah. Let me also take off the sticky note.
Who did the art on that again?
Yasmin Putri.
Oh, she's good.
But yeah, there's that.
She does the interiors on Dark Knights of Steel, I believe.
Oh.
So yeah, this connected cover set is going to go here on A real quick.
Folks, please fact check me.
Yeah, if there's anything we love, it's being fact checked.
And
John wants to. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's more important.
John wants
yeah, the
to
show's
know,
more important than our bullshitting.
John wants to know if the Spider-Man we just took down from A, what the grade is and what issue it is. I believe it's issue 100 for Peter Parker Spectacular.
Yep, and is in near mint minus condition. And it is the newsstand.
There you go.
Yeah, let us know if you want to make an offer, pull that back out of the box for you. Place this detective on B. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that would have been helpful a few minutes ago.
Going up.
Use this information.
Going up on B real quick, we got Marvel Age number 41. This is in very fine plus condition for $30, and you got Nuff Said, the man himself, Stan Lee, front and center on the cover with a bunch of great excerpts of like different covers and panels and boxes and all sorts of stuff on there. It's a whole lot of fun. That's going to go up here on B. Guess I'll replace this Uncanny X-Men up here on C. And I gotta get y'all a preview book for the night.
Drop my Sharpie. But you were accurate though. That she's
she's interiors on 20.
Yeah. Which Dark Knights of Steel, that art in that book is gorgeous.
Yeah, I hear really good things about that series. I have not, bought the bullet. Although I get this time, I should probably just pick it up and read.
Yeah, honestly, there's like, what, 2 issues left?
I think so.
But it's so good.
Shut up and let me... Going on C real quick. If you love classic manga and anime, this can be great for you. This is Ghost in the Shell, issues 1 through 8 from Dark Horse Manga. All in near mint condition. That whole set is going to be $200 up here on C. And with our first big preview book of the night, I want to go over layaway real quick. For those who don't know, we do offer layaway on items on the show. As far as the way our layaway system works, it is a 10% down deposit, and then you get 6 months to pay it off, so it's 15% a month. Of course, if you want to go over on a certain payment or want to pay it off early, something like that, just shoot us a message, let us know. We can work that out on your invoice. And then just so y'all know, we only do one layaway at a time, and only one item on layaway at a time. So you can't bundle 3-4 things together in one layaway, and you can't have a couple ongoing layaways. But if you have one going on right now, want to pay it off so you can lay away something on tonight's show, just let us know. We can work it out, pay off the rest of that on your next invoice, and then start up the new one at the same time. All right.
Anyone would like to know what's on B? I believe that's a Marvel Age book.
Yes.
Issue.
It is issue number 41 of Marvel Age in very fine plus condition for $30. I know you can't really see it too well from back there, but you do have Stan the Man right there, as well as a bunch of really nice backup things, either from the little soapbox corner things or anything like that. Replacing our Flash up here on D, we got Marvel's Ultimate Spider-Man number 6. This is in very fine to near mint condition for $8. Got the reflection of Spider-Man's iris with the... Yeah, it is the Green Goblin. Just want to double check because I know the Green Goblin and the Hobgoblin look kind of similar in this universe. So that is the Green Goblin. I think that is still fairly on. I would say that's only an issue or two after he actually starts being Spider-Man.
Yeah, because he doesn't. Because the first couple issues, he's not Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's him being sick. But still a great series overall.
That is probably one of the best places to jump in if you're going to get on. I it gets confusing if you ever want to go out and do regular universe stuff, but I always Ultimate Spider-Man is the easiest way to get into.
It's a good reference point at the very least. Kind of like the 90s animated Spider-Man is a good reference point for people who don't know anything and just kind of want to get some maybe basics of the universe before hopping into the books. Because even some of that stuff gets mistaked for the books in modern day, like the whole Dr. Octopus being a mentor for Spider-Man. That shows up all the time. That starts there.
Yeah, I was gonna say the movie also really
yeah,
that.
Yeah, or the Venom symbiote affecting his emotions. That's from the TV series and not from the books initially. So there's definitely a lot of stuff where it's even if it's not, main canon universe, there's some really good sources like Ultimate Spider-Man or the animated series where you can get your good basics for a character and then leap on to the pages. Guess I'll take down that.
Jake's Kingdom would like to know if we can send down to the Bragg Shop.
We do pick up at the Bragg Shop. Yeah, we can absolutely do a pick up at the Bragg Shop. I think, is that on the claim sheet to set up your pickup?
It's not on the claim sheet as an option, but in the additional comments, just fill out that you want it sent to Bragg, or I guess Liberty at this point. Whatever.
Yeah,
And
either way, we know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and we'll get that taken care of for you.
Alrighty. I was taking
Have
a
they
picture
dropped
of
their
Chris.
rename yet? Or that's still being floating around?
Oh no, Charlie was using it in the Slack the other day. We were just kind of okay.
Yeah, I think it's I don't think it's officially gotten changed yet, but I think it got the fact that they are gonna change it got passed already.
Okay.
So we're kind of just I guess they're waiting for the signs.
Yeah, don't print any T-shirts.
Exactly.
No, nothing with that name on it. Zach would like to know if we can do that Ultimate Spider-Man on D45.
Yep.
There you go.
That's all yours. Going on E real quick to replace that Infinite Crisis, I got Astonishing Tales number 5 featuring Kazar and Doctor Doom. This is in very good minus condition for $5. And you got front and center there, you got Doctor Doom taking on Red Skull, 2 of the biggest bads in the Marvel Universe, or at least the Earthbound biggest bads. I know, like, once you get Cosmic, you get some crazy stuff going on. I'm going to say Earthbound big bads.
I think if Doctor Doom put his mind to it, he could be a cosmic bad.
I mean, he has been a couple times. 2 separate Secret Wars, he's been a cosmic level entity.
That last Guardians of the Galaxy run by Al Ewing, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be on." I mean, he wasn't the big bad of that, but he was definitely manipulating stuff.
Oh yeah, and then also in the current Avengers Jason Aaron stuff, they have Doom Supreme, which is like a multiversal threat. So yeah, if he puts his mind to it, he can. If he puts his mind to it, Doctor Doom can do anything. Going on D, speaking of Doctor Doom, we got an even bigger menace, Bugs Bunny. Near mint, or not near mint, fine minus condition, way off. For $4 there. We were looking for some more Easter books for y'all, and I was like, a bunny's a rabbit's close enough, right? It doesn't have to be explicitly Easter.
I was just gonna say it makes as much sense as hunting for Easter eggs.
Yeah.
For a resurrection.
I found a because we were looking through all our holiday boxes for Easter stuff, and I saw Howard the Duck, and I was like, oh, and then it said holiday special. I was like, oh, and then it was Christmas, and I was like, God, I have to wait till December to use this.
You do Christmas in July.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I can't wait. Guess I'll take down this Fantastic Four on F and replace that with this great book that Daniel just handed me. This is Uncanny X-Men number 161 in very fine to near mint condition for $15, and this issue has your origin of Magneto. So, pretty much you get that first couple minutes of 2 of the different X-Men movies, because you have X-Men 1 starts with it and X-Men First Class starts with it, all condensed into this one issue. And then
if you ever get a chance, Chip Zdarsky was on a podcast. He's on several podcasts, but he's got a podcast, and because I guess because they do shoot a lot of movies in Canada, I think tax purposes and cheap things, but they had shot some of that in Canada, specifically the opening for X-Men 1, and apparently he was one of the extras in the camp.
Oh.
Okay. I think he was kicked out because someone was trying to because it's the whole if you have a line, even if you improvise it, you have to get paid for it or something like that. Someone was trying to do that.
I love that loophole where it's just like, if you have one line, now you have rights to get like residuals for the rest of your life. Gosh. I'm fighting the books in this box right now. Stop fighting me. I just want to flip through.
Don't do it. You guys got weekend plans or anything?
Maybe go see the Mario movie.
Same, yeah.
I work tomorrow, so that.
Hey.
I count Friday as weekend plans because I get more stuff to. Sometimes I get more stuff done on Friday than anything else.
I won the schedule lottery this week. I have 2 days in a row off.
Oh,
I know, right? And it's tomorrow and Saturday too. But then, if y'all want, if you aren't observing Easter at home, you can always visit me at the Durham store on Sunday from 12 to 6 and check out all those great back issues that just got restocked. No special deal or anything on them, just, come check them out while they're still fresh.
Yes, we are having a special deal at the mall next weekend.
That is true. We are having
14th, 15th, and 16th is at $3-2-1 comics plus discounted trades and action figures and pops,
statues
and all that stuff.
So much stuff.
And go by the mall store and say hi.
Yeah, check out the mall store.
Daniel might be there. I don't know. You scheduled that day?
Probably.
Yeah, get to see the mugs of both people behind the camera over at the mall location.
Right, Randy is claiming that X-Men on F.
Alrighty, take that down.
Out of the warehouse more often than ever since like 2020.
Replacing that on F, let's do Spawn number 130 in near mint condition for $25. You got this great Capullo cover here with Spawn standing on top of this clock tower. Very well done architecture on there too. Also got a badass demon skull in the center of it. Because you can't have a Spawn cover without at least one skull.
That's right. Especially on the Capullo.
Yeah, you need one. Take down this Challenges of the Unknown on G. And I know we just had that very fine near mint condition one up here, but I'm also going to put this up real quick. This is a very fine condition of that X-Men 161, The Origin of Magneto. This is $10 because it's got that lower grade. Put that on G here, just so it's not in the same space and confuses Joe on the computer.
That would be helpful, thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. I think the Marvel Age was up here for.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
Take that down.
I think better that than the Powers and House.
Yeah, that was gonna be the next one I went for. That was the next victim. Going up next, though, on that B slot, we got Batman and Robin Adventures, number 25. This is in very fine minus condition for $5. And you got this, like, quasi-silhouette image with the lightning in the background, reflecting some light off of the edges of Batman's face, as you go up here on B. So if you want some more adventures in that animated universe, there you go, right up there on B.
Jeremy would like to know if we can do the Spawn on F for 15.
I can do it for 18.
And Eddie will be taking that X-Men on G.
Sweet. Replacing that on G. I have all stuff that would just make it more confusing. Back to fighting this box real quick. It really does not like me right now. Oh, let's go with
I'm
this.
sure you don't like it either.
I'm starting not to. Going up on G to replace that X-Men, we got the new Teen Titans, number 21. This is in near mint condition for $20 and has your first appearance of Brother Blood, first appearance of Mother Mayhem, first appearance of Baron Winters, first cameo appearance of the Monitor, voice only though, and a 16-page preview of Night Force number 1. As you can go here on G, and for those who have been still watching the Titans TV series, I know they just released that trailer for the second half of the last season, where Brother Blood is going to be one of the major villains of it, as well as Mother Mayhem, kind of stringing them along like a puppet. Going to replace our House of X and Powers of X set of covers on A, and I'll replace that with Uncanny X-Men issues 235 through 238, all in very fine to near mint condition for $16 for the set. That is going to go up here on A. Was there anything? There wasn't a note attached to this one, but we usually don't do sets unless there's something going on. So.
Does that mean Massacre? What number is it again?
235 to 238.
I don't think it's Beat Massacre. 235. Yeah, 1 second.
We are double checking to see.
Looks like Jeremy will take that Spawn F for 18.
Sweet.
And Aaron would like to us reminder how bad Night Force was.
Yeah. But hey, if you want just a 16-page preview, maybe that first 16 pages was golden, and then everything afterwards is what failed it.
Everything after it's crap.
The set's the first appearance of Genosha and the first appearance of the Gingineer.
Ooh, the Gingineer.
Okay, so yes, there's X-Men set up here. The X-Men 235 through 238, all in very fine near-mint condition for $16 for the set. First appearance of Genosha. First appearance of the Gene-Engineers. Or Gene-Engineers.
I say Gene-Engineer.
Gene-Engineer?
But I think that might be wrong, so I don't know.
I mean, it's a fake word, so you can really say it however you want.
It's like, do you want to emphasize the gene in it? Like every X thing, it's like you gotta be exterminators.
Yeah, it's like it's like the difference between Shazam and Shazam.
Shazam.
I feel like Shazam would be like if like an old timey comedian had the powers of Shazam, I think it's an old time comedian.
I'm thinking of I can't remember his name. I'm thinking of the guy from Caddyshack.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, I was thinking of Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, no respect for
Shazam.
I was thinking of Jerry Lewis.
Take my wife, please.
I was thinking of Jerry Lewis, Nutty Professor kind of style. Like, I need the power of Shazam.
That would work too.
I love Jerry. He's great. Where's my Mad magazine of Rodney Dangerfield?
It's Shazam.
I gotta fight a caterpillar. You see, it's so weird. I gotta fight him.
I gotta fight him. Going on.
If the family has any problems, there can be a schism in the schism.
No, not the schism in the schism fluid. I could have filled this slot. Yeah. Going on F real quick while I'm still recomposing myself. We have Archie Meets the Ramones, #1 in near mint condition for $30. The band from Brooklyn. I believe I could be killed if they're not from Brooklyn. I'm 95% sure they're from Brooklyn.
I want to say they might be from Queens.
They might be Queens.
As a native New Yorker, this might hurt me.
They might be Queens because they used it a lot in Spider-Man stuff too.
They do? Here, let's
I'm gonna get
ourselves. In the
destroyed.
meantime, William wants to know what's on B. I know it's a Batman Adventures.
Yeah, so it is Batman and Robin Adventures, number 25. Yes, number 25 of Batman and Robin Adventures in very fine minus condition for $5 up there on B.
Yeah.
Queens.
Forest Hills, Queens.
Damn.
Specifically Forest Hills too, because that's Spider-Man. That's what Spider-Man.
I was really hoping because I was like, band from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Meeting the Renegades from Riverdale was me the next half of it, and then I instantly caught myself in this is wrong information.
But what can you do?
What can I do?
I don't remember the rest of the lyrics from that.
The quintessentials from Queens make their way to the Renegades of Riverdale in Archie Meets the Ramones,
this is
#1.
How you get beat on this is how they start beating on you with the bat.
Yeah.
The baseball bat. Oh yeah.
I guess I can't go to New York anymore, even though I haven't even got a chance to go once yet, so. I'm going to take down this Bugs Bunny up here on D. And I'm going to replace that with House of X #1. This is the Mark Brooks variant. Near mint condition for $30. You got the whole gang all lined up there, including, everyone's kind of in their normal-ish outfits, and then Wolverine's back in his Weapon X helmet. That's going to go here on... Oh, wait, no, that is the wrong slot. On D, not G. On D, that is that House of X #1 Mark Brooks variant.
William wants to know if we can do B off for $3.
Yeah. Do that for $3. Replacing that, because I got to put another one of our key books up. Let's do, in near mint condition up here on B, I'm going to do Captain N, the Game Master, #2 from Valiant Comics. near mint condition for $50. You got Captain N taking on Mother Brain from the Metroid universe.
The fact that that's printed by Valiant Comics is amazing.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. It is up there on B if you want some Captain N. Major thing I remember from Captain N is that Mega Man's voice sounds like this, even though he's supposed to be a child. Got him with the voices.
I love it.
They're both laughing at me.
No, it's great.
Need some water.
Again, yeah, if you guys have any requests, I can...
Yeah, I got Daniel over here. Easy access to some books right now. You know, I think I also skipped our 7:30 mark for a key, so I'm actually going to put the second one here.
Aaron would like to know what the condition of our Teen Titans on G is.
That Teen Titans on G is in delicately as a near mint condition. Near mint condition for that new Teen Titans number 21, which has once again a laundry list of first appearances. First appearance Brother Blood, first appearance Mother Mayhem, first appearance Baron Winters, first cameo appearance The Monitor as a voice, and then 16-page preview of Night Force. And then I guess at this point I'm going to replace the Ghost in the Shell set up on C with our next preview key. This is Wolverine number 8, newsstand copy in very fine to near mint condition for $100. It is this great, super iconic cover of Patch Wolverine standing next to, I would assume, Joe Fixit, because I don't think any other Hulk would allow this much clothing on him.
Yeah.
But that is going to go up here on C. Once again, very fine near mint condition newsstand copy for $100 up here on C.
All right, Aaron wants to know if he can do that Teen Titans on G for 15.
What is it at?
Is that 20?
I could do that for 15, yeah.
All right. Just underneath the...
Replacing that on G real quick, I'm going to put up X-Men number 1. This is from the Jim Lee run. Near mint condition for $5. The cover with... or is this the fold out?
It's the gatefold one.
It is the gatefold one, you're right. This is the gatefold cover, so it's actually got all 4 of the covers all together there for you, going on G.
Steven wants to know what's on A and D. I know that that A is X-Men. I just don't remember. It's our
yeah, it's the set.
Thank
you.
It
is. On A, we got Uncanny X-Men issues 235 to 238, which is your storyline that introduces first appearance of Genosha and your first appearance of the Gene Engineers, Gene Engineers, one of those two. And then you asked about D?
D, yes.
On D, we have House of X number 1. That is the C cover, which is the Marx Brooks variant. That is up there in near mint condition for $30. And the set, all the issues in the set are in very fine to near mint. Any more books that aren't bagged and boarded in here?
They check in front of them, because like Tarny won't bag and board all of them, so they might be a priced one, and those are just behind him.
Nope.
Well, also, I mean, other people have posted, so they might have just taken it and then left those.
How dare they?
The audacity.
How could they?
That's against the rules.
There's certain etiquette. Procedures.
You know, we live in a society.
Oh
No, we haven't gotten a trailer for Joker 2 yet. It's not time.
I was referencing the great George Costanza. Thank you very much.
Well, that is true as well. I love, I don't know who else has seen this on the internet, but the George Costanza, like, memes where they put his monologue to, like, super, like, sad music, and he's just like...
Oh, it's the guy who puts the Twin Peaks soundtrack over Seinfeld scenes. I love those. Those are great.
Yeah. But it's just like... And then people also do, like, things where it's like, George Costanza is the alpha male.
I love it because then they apropos of the joke I made, someone did actually do a Joker trailer, but with George Costanza. It's great.
He deserves it. Replacing this Astonishing Tales on E, we got an issue of Wizard Magazine, specifically issue 47 of Wizard Magazine, in good to very good condition for $5. I love this cover because you got Superman full-on mullet lifting up this asteroid above his head. I just love that silhouette of those luscious locks going down here on E.
Is that the Sandman one? Yes.
Oh, is this
that's
the Sandman
So
one.
yeah, we were looking through this last week when we were pricing it, and there is a 2-page spread of the fan casting for the Sandman movie circa 1995 fan casting. Which, I mean, we were looking at it, and I can't remember which one of you two said it, but it pretty much just looks like a Tim Burton movie.
Honestly.
I still would have voted for Danny DeVito as Despair. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I can second that.
We had like Winona Ryder as
Death, and Johnny Depp as
Morpheus.
Yeah, Morpheus. What was it? Alec Guinness was cast as somebody. I forget who he was cast as.
He was cast as the old man who captures Morpheus in the first storyline.
Thank you. Yes.
I just can't remember the character's name right now. Roger Corman?
No. First, before we get into any more of that, Bernie would like to know if we can do 75 for the Wolverine on C.
I could do 85.
And John wants to know if the Archie on F is near mint.
That Archie on F is indeed in near mint condition.
And then the Captain...
Captain N?
The Captain N.
The Game Master himself?
Christian wants to know what that is and what the grade is. I know the grade is near mint, but is that just the first issue for that series?
It is the second issue of Captain N the Game Master from Valiant Comics. For those who don't know what Captain N was, Captain N was a animated series produced by Nintendo, I want to say late 80s into the 90s. Where it was basically this kid who gets sucked into the video games of the NES, and I think Super NES at the later half of the series, and I think also Game Boy stuff at one point, but it's him basically getting sucked into the games. It was just like how you had cartoons advertising toy lines, Nintendo made a cartoon advertising the various games on their platform.
Bernie wants to counter that Wolverine at 80.
Sadly, I think I'm going to stick pretty firm on that 85 for that Wolverine.
And this is just for me, was that any relation related to the Super Mario Super Show? With Captain Lou Albano's Mario?
It actually wasn't, because they have Mario and his like gang show up at one point, and it's all completely different voice actors.
Okay.
So it is separate, even though it's also around the same time and also produced by Nintendo. Also, there was no live action segments with like the Lou Albano one, or that great. I don't know if y'all have seen his great drug PSA.
I've only
dressed as Mario.
I was gonna say I heard it superimposed over an episode.
Yeah, it's I think my favorite part is he ends it with like, and if you do drugs, you go to hell before you die. It's like, before I die? I'm tortured in the pits of hell alive?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. You'll get tortured in hell.
I'll also add that there's a funny part of that show where Maurice LaMarche shows up as Inspector Gadget. But he's the voice of Inspector Gadget too, so it's like he shows up as live action, which is fun to see what he looked like back then, just because you don't really see him.
But yeah, it's still weird because like, why is that the connection? Why is the Mario show and Inspector Gadget connected, but not the other Nintendo show. Interessante.
It's so weird. Or it's like, oh no, I think I want to say, did Elvira Mistress of the Night pop up on one of those episodes? I feel like I've seen a picture with that.
Maybe.
I feel like
At this point, I honestly can't tell what's real or what's AI images anymore.
It's so weird. Bernie wants to, we'll agree on 85 for that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's just such, like, not only is it a great early Wolverine book for, like, his own series, it's just such a super iconic cover. It's so great. I love it. And especially, getting Patch and Joe Fixon in the same suit, I think is a lot of fun. But yeah, it is too iconic to go any lower on that one. All right, I got some spaces.
Yeah, sorry, Amelia, we just went.
Yeah.
Although Christian is helping us that Elvira was on an episode of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
There we go. Going on C real quick so I can fill this board back up for y'all. I got Spectacular Spider-Man number 136, very fine plus condition for $5, featuring Sin Eater holding a kid hostage, which seems really against his like whole shtick of trying to get rid of Sin is holding a child hostage.
I believe that's the second story, and that's like post. So the first story, he's defeated, but the second story he has to like live with the stigma of it. I won't get into the story here, obviously, but it's really interesting.
It gets in there?
Yeah, it also has Electro with Sans' costume. He's just like, I'm going to channel my powers into this toy gun, and I'm not even wear a costume.
And then going on G to fill out our board real quick, we got Avengers 216 in very fine condition, newsstand copy for $8. You got Tigra avenging the ghosts of the Avengers by trying to kill Molecule Man while he's on the ground. And it's going to go here on G.
Some people pay extra for that Molecule Man. George wants to take the Spidey on C.
Gotcha. Also, like, Sin Eater, I mean, that's like a run ago now. Or feels like 2 runs ago.
I was going to say, those are the Nick Spencer's.
Yeah, the Nick Spencer with using Sin Eater to get rid of Green Goblin from Norman Osborn's system.
But we are still dealing with that, especially if you read that Gold Goblin
series. No, it is still, like, the repercussions are still going on in the current stuff. I'm just saying it happened forever ago, because that was even before the Beyond stuff. So what, that would be like 2-3 years ago at this point?
Yep.
Going on C real quick to replace that Spectacular Spider-Man, I got Uncanny X-Men number 151, very fine plus condition for $5. Kitty Pryde leaving the Charles Xavier's School for Gifted Children. I don't think that will stick though. I don't know. I have a feeling that she'll come back and be a part of the team for decades.
I was going to say for quite some time. I mean, that is before I think she actually...
Yeah, she did actually leave for a little bit.
I want to say in the 90s because, like, Jubilee's there.
Yeah.
We have a side character that we can follow along in adventures.
Yeah, and then they also, in the Ultimate Universe, which we were talking about earlier, also kind of went full-fledged into her leaving at some point and, like, forming her own identity and stuff like that.
Astonishing. Shot her off into space.
That is true.
Wrapped in a bullet. Yep.
Alright, I think I'm going to take down... Actually, no, there's other stuff I can take down before I take down Captain N. So I'm going to take down this Uncanny X-Men set up here on A, and I'm going to replace that with... Oh, I'm going to go with this one. This is great. Daredevil, number 26 from the Marvel Knights series. This is in near mint condition for $10, and I want to give credit to this artist because this is absolutely phenomenal. Is it Maleev? It's Alex Maleev?
I was going to say, my guess would have been Dan Penosian, but...
Yeah, it was just, it's a little...
Maleev.
More textured than his usual thing. But yeah, great Alex Maleev cover there with Daredevil and the crosshairs using a chain instead of his typical batons. $10 going to go up here on A. And
John would like to know if we would do 22 for that Archie on F.
Yeah, I can do 22 for that.
There you go.
Replacing
enjoy
that.
your Ramones covers.
Yeah, enjoy the Ramones. Enjoy all their music in book form. Or, I mean, I guess you could just, turn on a Ramones playlist while you read it.
Or
the full
you
mood.
could do what most people do is have like 3 things running at the same time.
Oh yeah.
You could watch the birthday song of Mr. Burns from The Simpsons.
That's what I've been doing. Is I've been playing. I just got back into Minecraft, so I've been playing Minecraft to kind of relax at night, and then I'll have my Legends Tomorrow run through going on my other monitor, and then sometimes I'll even get distracted and go on my phone and like check chat or whatever for the stores. And I'm just like, man, what's going on with my brain? It's melting into soup. Oh yeah,
But you are enjoying it.
I am enjoying it. I'm getting so much dopamine in my system.
Dee would like to know if we've got any big keys tonight. We got a couple keys.
Oh yeah, no, we got a lot of keys. Which actually, it's 8 o'clock. I gotta put another one on.
Oh yeah.
I'll put this one up to y'all. Do you want a slabbed or non-slabbed key? Because I know y'all love
Folks,
slabs.
Slabbed or unslabbed?
Yeah, I'm not going any more specific than that.
Yeah. I believe Ryan wants to know what D is. I think that's House of X #1.
Yes, that is House of X #1. That is the C cover done by Mark Brooks. That is in near mint condition for $30 up there on
And
B.
Michelle would like to do the Captain for 30 if we can.
Captain N for 30. I can do it for. I can do it for 40.
So far, we're neck and neck with people who want slab versus non-slab.
Okay.
And Christian also all these fun facts for the Super Mario Brothers Super Show is that Milli Vanilli was on an episode.
Oh, those fakers? Those fakers were on there?
Before they revealed it as a scam.
Ruining the perfectly fine image of the Super Mario Brothers show. Alright, real quick before we get to our key, since y'all are still voting it out in there. Going on F real quick, I got Uncanny X-Men 156. This is the newsstand copy in very fine condition for $10. Going down here on F. This has your first appearance of the Akanti Space Whales.
Alright. Emilio would like to know if you can get a closer look at D.
Yes, absolutely you can. That look good?
Yeah, it's nice and center.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And Michelle does a deal on that Captain N. How much did you have it out for? I forgot.
I asked for 40.
40, okay. It looks like the non-slab people are winning just by a neck.
Alright, I got a slot open now, so I'm going to cancel that voting. We're doing a non-slab book.
Alright.
And we are going to
call an executive decision.
Yeah, that's what I do best, is handle decisions under stress.
Alright. Emilio is going to claim... Oh, well, yeah. Claim D.
Okay.
Sorry, Kevin. Came in just a bit too late. Also, hi, Kevin. It's been a bit. I haven't seen you in the store.
Going up on B, y'all wanted a big key, so hey, here it is. We got All-Star Comics Super Squadron number 58 in very fine condition for $175. And on top of seeing all these great characters on there, this is also your first appearance of Power Girl, everyone's favorite either clone of Supergirl or Supergirl from an alternate Earth or just a completely separate character. Any variety of those three things. This is her first appearance, Power Girl's first appearance. All-Star Comics number, God, I just said the number, 58. Very fine condition for $175 up there on B. And then I got, what else? I have D open on D. I'm going to put up Daredevil number 28. Near mint condition for $5. Another great Malieve cover with Daredevil kind of just brooding, but not on a rooftop. He's just brooding in a room somewhere. That is, once again, $5. Near mint condition for Daredevil 28. Going on D for, hey, Daredevil
We got a
himself.
claim on B.
Alrighty.
Congratulations, Emilio.
Congratulations on the first appearance, Power Girl.
And I'm sorry, this is for me again. I forgot. Captain, and we're doing that at 40, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. My bad.
You're so good. It's your first time.
I think it's my second time, so I should have some sort of
It's
recompense.
It's your first time without protection.
But Daniel's right over there.
Yeah,
He's not really doing anything. Clock out. You're not doing anything.
Dang.
Well, Daniel, I think you're going to be able to find some stuff to make reels out of.
Hold on, I gotta do something real fast.
She has to do something.
Oh, there we go.
That's my.
Earning that paycheck.
I would put those offers in, even while you're waiting on the response, just because it's easier to remember that way.
Alrighty. Going up on B real quick, I got Spawn issues 145 and 146, both in near mint condition, and both make up the Destination Anywhere storyline. Once again, 145, 146, both in near mint condition, 65 for the set. There's your 145, and there's your 146. Also, this 145 is a little extra gruesome, because not only is Vider killing someone, he's killing him by pulling his tongue out of his mouth. Real nice and family friendly going up here on
There's
B.
no comics code on that, so.
Oh, that is true. No comics code.
They can do whatever they want.
They can do the edgiest thing they think of.
Well, I mean, I guess.
Have a clown rip out your tongue.
I'm sure that's somebody's nightmare.
Probably. All right. I'm gonna take down. I think
Joe Warden is gonna take that. Sorry, Joe Warden's gonna take that Spawn on B.
Alrighty.
Sorry, George, that went fast. Fabio.
But if you want to see more Spawn stuff, let me know, because I know there's some more in the boxes.
Yeah, we do have actually 2 requests, one for Spawn 139 and one for Spawn 122. Or 122.
Don't know if I'll have those specific issues, but I know I got some Spawn stuff here, but I'll double check. Let me real quick
fill up. Those are very specific, but we will see.
Yeah, we will check real quick. But going up on B real quick, I got... Actually, I'm going to do this one first. We got Fantastic Four number 243 in very fine condition for $30. And you got the Fantastic Four and... I mean, it doesn't say the Avengers, but I would assume the Avengers, since you got Cap, Thor, and Doctor Strange all helping them out fighting off Galactus, who looks a little bit smaller than the last time we saw him. But you also, for this book, you have art and story done by John Byrne.
I believe that's the Trial of Galactus story?
I think so. But that's going up here on B for Byrne.
You know, that's the funniest thing. If you ever look up John Byrne fan groups on the internet, they call themselves Byrne victims.
Oh. Do they need to work? Like, do they need to talk to somebody?
No, but they think that's hilarious.
What were those numbers they asked for?
Specifically, 122 and 139. Though we also thank you. Though we also have a request for anything in the 200s.
I think we've gone through most of those in the last week. I'm gonna sneak past you too.
Yeah.
Just because.
You want me to run with it?
Most of this is older.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of
Specifically 202 to 276 as per Joe's request here.
So at least it's a big range.
Yeah, I mean, at least it is a big range.
Yeah, I didn't see those specific, the 122 or 139 in the box over here. But if you're ever looking for any specific issues, shoot a message directly to the live show account, and we could keep an eye out for it in like the warehouse in general instead of, you know, just the boxes here we use for live show. One of these times, even though it's an awful idea and it will never work, we should do a show where we like have like a moving camera and one of the hosts with a microphone just walking around the warehouse
That would be
and
cool.
just picking out random things and running them.
That would be cool. All right, catching up on some of these comments
Yeah.
here. That Galactus cover, Christian says it's like Galactus be. Who let these mosquitoes in?
Yeah. I mean, last time I checked, I don't know if any mosquitoes were into bondage like Mr. Fantastic's going on right now on his arms. But who knows? I live kind of near a bog, so maybe I'll get home and the mosquitoes will just start wrapping me up. No.
Or they'll be armored.
I just want to go inside and play Minecraft.
What mosquito will have the power of Thor? That's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. The worst part about mosquitoes is like the most terrifying ones, the huge ones are the least harmful to you because they don't bite or anything like that. But just because they're massive, they terrify me. Probably
he
the
just wants to ask again that if they want us to message us on Messenger for a specific issue, specifically the live comics show.
Yes, specifically message the live show about it. Just because the live show account has access to not only the messages, but also has access to your claim form and all that other stuff.
And the warehouse.
And the warehouse, yeah. That's the other part it has access to.
Speaking of the warehouse, Joe wants to shout out to all the shipping team, the unsung heroes of the comic outfit.
Yeah, they are the unsung heroes.
Zach and Brock.
Other than the fact that I think we shout them out at least once a month on the show.
We do, but
we're doing it now.
Yeah,
we do
see, we got our monthly quota done. There you go.
They deserve it.
They do deserve it. Going on E real quick to replace, what do I have down there? I had that Wizard magazine down there on E. Replacing that, I got the 5-issue set of Tales of Suspense featuring Hawkeye and Winter Soldier, near mint condition for $45 for this set. That's going to go down here on E. For those who don't know, the plot of this series, it was basically Black Widow was dead, but there was rumors that she was still kind of floating around and not actually dead. So Winter Soldier and Hawkeye both, having their prior relationships, whether it's teammates or lovers or anything like that, decided to go out and hunt for Black Widow and try and find her.
Looks like we do have confirmation. They were called burn victims, and Aaron in the chat is a member of them.
Ah!
Welcome in, Steven.
Welcome. What do you think? Probably the Avengers on G, I think.
Yeah,
probably.
Take that down.
It'll be back.
It will be back during last looks. Going up to replace it, though, on G, I got Batman issue 391 in near mint minus condition for $10. And you have this foe that I don't recognize because he's just kind of grayed out, but apparently he's the embodiment of death, taking out not only Batman and Robin, but Catwoman and... Oh, I don't even know who this pale woman is supposed to be.
Oh, beats me.
But that is going to go here on G, once again, in near mint minus condition for $10. Do you know who the pale woman is, Daniel?
I did, and then...
Do you know? That sounds like a story in Zdarsky's next battle. Who is the pale woman? Who is the pale woman?
It's not.
Is it Magpie? No, that cover doesn't look that, does it?
Nocturna.
Oh.
I was like, I know it was Noct something.
Man, it's a good Scott Snyder changed the name
Nocturna
to Nocturna.
For a second, when I saw it, I was like, I wanted to say it was Death from Sandman, but I was like, this is too early for Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Death don't dress like this.
George wants to know if we can do that Batman on G46.
Was it at 8?
It's at 10.
I can do it for 6 still.
There you go.
Replacing that on G, we got the hero with God on his side, Daredevil 164. This is in very fine condition for $20. This issue is done by Frank Miller and Wally Wood doing the cover here, and then Frank Miller and Klaus Janson doing the interiors for this issue. Got Daredevil holding the body of his boxer father there in the ring still. Seems a bit unsanitary, but hey, they get a little gruesome in the ring, so I guess a little extra blood won't hurt anyone.
I just realized we got a lot of Daredevil on the board right now.
Yeah.
No, that's good. I love it. Love to see it.
I think I've said this on the show before. I think Daredevil is the character that has the most consistently amazing covers.
Yeah.
I think from every era, he's always got good eye-catching covers, especially the silver into Bronze Age stuff that all had the yellow backgrounds, because that's also my other theory that yellow backgrounds just make any comic book cover look better.
Gives it that more pulpy feel to it as well.
Yeah. Speaking of Daredevil, I think I'm going to take down this Daredevil over here on A, and I'm going to replace it. Hey, Captain N, not for everyone. You know, it was actually kind of a seldomly watched show. But we do have something that everyone loves. We have, from Valiant Comics, we have Game Boy #1, very fine plus condition for $65. You got this kid absolutely amazed at the world that his Game Boy has unleashed into his room with Mario and an octopus. And that's it. Some other creatures. You got these little goobers sitting on the shelf down there. All I know is Mario on here, and then the octopuses I think are from Game & Watch games, and then beyond that, it looks like a bunch of knockoff Sonic villains that you have to fight. That's going to go up here on A. $65 in very fine plus condition for Game Boy #1 from Valiant Comics.
You gotta give a 15-minute time until we get break.
I gotcha. Also, I just noticed, I think it's supposed to be a candy bar, but it looks like this kid just has a whole stick of butter he's been eating on his desk.
It's possible. Maybe he has some toast hidden somewhere. He's just scraping it every once in a while.
The best morning combo, toast and Game Boy.
Maybe he's making Homer Simpson's patent in space age waffles. Which just has an entire stick of butter on it.
Or once again, this is showing how much my life has been invested in Legends of Tomorrow. Ray Palmer, the Adams famous coffee recipe, where it's coffee with a little bit of coconut oil and then butter. Because apparently that's supposed to help with cognitive function.
There's like a keto thing where you can use butter in your coffee instead of sugar.
I didn't even know that was real. I thought that was a joke. I thought it was a fictional thing for a fictional show.
I don't know how it works.
Aaron posits that might not be butter on the cover, but a Twinkie.
Everyone. Wait, that's Slinky.
It's a bit square.
Yeah.
It might be, but it seems a bit square to me. Maybe he's just eating, like... It's just a candy bar that doesn't have chocolate or anything. It's just a brick of nougat.
Maybe. If it's a Twinkie, Golden Oldie might show up and take it for Galactus.
Not the Golden Oldie. Not again.
See, I feel like that's one universe where Morlun should have been able to fight Spider-Man. Because not me as a surprise as Arlo Galactus. As if coffee weren't disgusting enough.
Ooh,
that's Jen.
Jen. You're just incorrect. Coffee's the greatest elixir ever.
I'm on Jen's side of this argument, but I get my caffeine from sugary drinks instead.
Good thing I trained you all wrong.
I knew you'd turn on me, so that's why I betrayed you first.
And we set up.
I forget. Have you seen Kung Pao? Have we talked about this?
It's been forever.
It's like we trained him wrong so we could laugh at him.
Is that the one that's dubbed over with one guy inserted? Yeah,
it's the Steve Odekirk one.
Yeah, that's the one. A lot of fun jokes on the chat. D wants to know if we have any bundle books tonight. I know we had a couple, especially some of the lower range of stuff, but
yeah. Wait. I mean, I don't think we have any sets in the preview. Oh wait, we have a couple sets in the previews tonight. And then, yeah, if you want, I can pull a couple sets from this over here.
There's some D&D sets left over if anybody cares about D&D.
Yeah, if you want to see some of the D&D stuff we didn't get through last week.
What did you think of the movie?
Oh, I loved it.
Me too.
It was a great time.
It was so much fun.
Would you recommend it to someone who's not a big D&D fan?
Yeah. It's genuinely just like a fun fantasy comedy adventure. Like you won't get like some of the inside jokes, I guess. I mean, it's not even like they're like, get this from the games. It's really just kind of like, you're like, oh, I recognize this spell from the description. Like, other than that, you're just seeing cool spells go off.
Like,
So
you might miss like the extra layer of nuance, but it's still like it's not.
you're not going to miss out on anything.
Gotcha. I like YouTube, Jen. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just looking at the comments here.
Yeah, all I've learned in the last couple minutes is that I can't trust Joe or Jen. Daniel's my only man, and he's gonna be at the mall more. So,
All right, let's see where we are. I'm just catching up.
yeah, no, you're all good. I'm gonna replace this Uncanny X-Men on C real quick.
A lot of coffee jokes still. Coffee,
Goody.
bean, water. As well as with tea with. I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
We'll get back to all these. Let me just replace the book on C real quick. Going on C, we have Masters of the Universe #1, The Origin of Skeletor. Near mint condition for $15. Yes, Skeletor.
That's a really good Skeletor.
Thank you. Like I said last week, I got some impressions in my pocket. These you didn't see. I mean, y'all didn't see it. They heard some of it after the show because I brought up the courage thing. Yes. And then I think the one that was like the best was my Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse was pretty good.
Yeah, my Mickey Mouse is pretty consistent.
Yeah. All right, let's see. More praise for the D&D movie.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Apparently, the director played one of the kids in Freaks and Geeks.
Oh.
Which I'm like, that's first of all, that's a pull for a show.
Oh, that explains why they did that ad space with Freaks and Geeks too. Because they brought like them back to do like a tabletop.
What's on E? I believe E is that Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, Tales of Suspense book?
Yes, it is Tales of Suspense featuring Hawkeye and Winter Soldier, issues 1 through 5, so it's the entire miniseries all there.
So I'm sorry.
And I was just going to say real quick, it's basically those two, Hawkeye and Winter Soldier, hunting after Black Widow after her supposed death.
Dee's still asking about bundle books. I mean, that technically is a bundle. That's
that technically is a bundle book.
We had a couple. I think we've got a couple here and there, but we've got all those D&D ones from last week. So
yeah, so if you want to see those D&D ones, let us know. If not, I still have a couple sets I can pull from over here.
Just catching up with all the other comments.
You are all good.
Yeah. Apparently, you don't trust people with J names.
That is true. J is an evil number, except for... Yeah.
J is the evil because you gotta go with the alphanumeric association with that. So.
Yeah, alright, I'll see y'all later.
Is another J, Joseph wants to know if E is a complete set.
Yes, E should be the complete set for that miniseries because it's only a 5-issue mini, so yeah, it has all 5 issues all there for you. I got D open, so let me put up on there. We got Green Lantern at number 16. This is from the Jeff Johns run, near mint condition for $5. And you have this great cover here with Hal Jordan and Alan Scott teaming up. The two, I guess the first two Green Lanterns from Earth going up here on D.
Joseph wants to know if he can do 35 on E. Currently at 45.
Yeah, I'll do 35 for that set.
There you go.
And speaking of sets, you asked for it, so I'm going to put it up. This is Star Wars Age of Republic. Not Age of the Republic, just Age of Republic. This is a series of one-shots that they released from Star Wars. They did 3 different ages. They did the Age of Republic, the Age of Rebellion, and the Age of Resistance. So it was, prequels, original trilogy, sequel trilogy. This set comes with Star Wars Age of Republic, Anakin Skywalker, number 1, that is the B cover, which is a concept cover. Star Wars Age of Republic, Count Dooku, which is also another one of those concept-style covers. Star Wars Age of Republic, Darth Maul, which is the A cover. Age of Republic, General Grievous, which is another one of the concept covers. Age of Republic, Jango Fett, another concept cover. Age of Republic, Obi-Wan Kenobi, that's going to be your D cover. Age of Republic, Padme Amidala, that's the A cover. Qui-Gon Jinn is also an A cover, and then you have the one-shot special, which kind of just had a bunch of characters who didn't get their own single issue all put together there, including everyone's favorite Jar Jar Binks. This whole 9-issue set is near mint condition for $50 going here on E.
Ryan's going to take that Green Lantern on D.
Sweet.
And also wants to know if we've got any John Stewart Green Lantern stuff.
I can keep an eye out.
Maybe.
Let me see.
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
Michelle's interested in those D&D book sets. If
All right.
you want to put them up. I'll also say you've got 5 minutes until break time.
Yeah, so let's see. I know I got some things I can replace up here. I mean, I still got D open.
And
What better to put Dungeons and Dragons on?
And yes, those concept covers are cool, Jim.
Let me find
That's Star Wars
set.
I feel like Star Wars concepts have like so much legs to run on, and fans really love them. Just like looking at Ralph McQuarrie art for everything. So much so that oh, I'm sorry, he meant Jeff Johns. My mistake.
Oh!
My bad.
Yes, there is more Jeff Johns Green Lantern to pull from.
He said the John Stewart stuff works. My bad.
I mean, hey, we all... anything Green Lantern with the word John in it. That's the one J I trust, is a John specifically attached to a Green Lantern book. So, y'all asked for some D&D sets. I'm going to try this one out to start off with. This is the World of D&D, or the... I'm sorry... Not the world. The worlds of D&D. Multiple worlds. Issues 1 through 7. So that's your complete set here from DDP Comics. Near mint condition for $60 for that whole set. So if you want to get some more lore on the various realms and worlds of the D&D universe, this book is going to be a great thing to pick up there on D for Dungeons & Dragons itself.
I believe that Captain N comic that we had up was the only one, or do we have more?
We did have a second one of that specific issue, and spoiler alert, we do have a set of Captain N, I believe, coming up later.
Alright, there you go, friends. We do have some more Captain N coming up. I'm sorry. He wants to know if we have number 1 specifically. My bad. I misread.
So I don't have a separate number 1. I have a set of issues 1 and 2 because there was only a 2-issue series. So we ran the solo issue 2 earlier. I still got that set that has issue 1 and 2 combined coming up later on in the show, as well as some other Nintendo goodies. There's some other stuff I'm really excited about putting up. And then obviously have some stuff that isn't Nintendo related in the mix. Gotta get, someone who's not into video games as much, there's all sorts of nerddom, and sometimes you don't really cross them as much as other people. So some of y'all just want the comic stuff, which we still got plenty of preview comics and also these great comics in these boxes to get through for all those goodies. Going up next, I'm going to replace this book here on F. And hey, we got a couple minutes before break here. So let's stop talking about it. Let's put up another one of these books. I'm going to go with one of our great slabs here. Because we put up one non-slab earlier, let's give you all a slab now. This is Wonder Woman number 1 from DC Comics. This is from the 1987 run. Graded at a 9.2 by CGC. This is $90 for the Wonder Woman number 1. You even got the George Perez image up there on the tab. That is going to go here on F. Also, it's got this great wraparound cover, too.
So I was just about to say,
David wants to know if we could do 25 on E for the Star Wars set.
I could do that for 35. I'm going to replace this Fantastic Four up here on B with... From the 2004 run, this is Swamp Thing number 14 in near mint condition for $5. And you got this both really nice and also kind of creepy and gross cover with Swamp Thing finding his girl attached to the, was it the Beast with Many Backs from Futurama?
That's a pull.
$5 near mint condition for Swamp Thing number 14 from that 2004 run.
John wants to know if we can do that Wonder Woman slab for 80.
I can do it for... Actually, You know what? I'll take 80 for it.
There you go.
There. And you get this nice little plastic bag, too. That's absolutely free, though. That's on me.
So generous.
So generous. Free plastic bag. Going on after Replace That Slab, I know it's not quite as pretty as a nice glistening slab of plastic, but we do have a nice glistening bag of plastic covering this House of Secrets 92 reprint from 1992. This has your, of course, reprinting the first appearance of Swamp Thing, as you can go down here on F. In very fine plus condition for $6. About to go lower if I didn't catch it there.
Alright, so I believe it is break time.
It is break time. I think it's a good place to take a little break since we just got that slab off. So don't go anywhere. We will be back here in a minute. We still got plenty of previews books, both Nintendo and not to get through, and obviously plenty of these great books in the boxes to get through. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And then, of course, at the end we have last looks still. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And the new Ultimate Comics!
At the new Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, we've got comics, toys, collectibles, and gnarly manga.
At Ultimate Comics at the Crabtree Valley Mall, you can come get your Polaroid taken with Alf.
Waka waka.
With so much to see and so much to do at Ultimate Comics in Crabtree Valley Mall, you'll want to bring the whole family. It's the grand opening Friday, November 5th.
We've got a rad feeling about this.
He's a weekend at Bernie's.
One time, please.
I've been caught with my in my hand by the boss like 20 times today. I'm not going out there.
Well, hello there. I'm Will, the official chaplain of Ultimate Comics, and you may be asking, why does Will shop at Ultimate Comics? I'm glad you asked. Well, it was a few years back when I was looking for a new comic store back in the before times, and I was looking for a new comic store. I needed a place where I was going to get my weekly comics and be able to have a place in a community where I process all these stories that mean so much to me. Stumbled upon Ultimate Comics, browsed around, left, a few weeks went by, came back, and guess what? Alan remembered my name. He said, "Hey Will, what are you looking for today?" And I thought, not only is this an awesome store to get my weekly comics, not only is this an awesome store where I can process these stories that mean so much to me, they also remembered my name. And that's the community I want to be a part of. Man, I love Ultimate Comics.
Welcome to the Ultimate Comics Super Secret Warehouse. We have so many unprocessed boxes, literally thousands. What you just saw in the little shot was not even half of just unprocessed long boxes that we have not gone through yet. This is the stuff we use for our live show, so I thought it'd be really fun to give you guys a behind the scenes look and hopefully find gold. If not, it should still be pretty fun to see what's in this box. All right, let's see what's in this bad boy. Oh, heck yeah. This is the first print of Ultimate Spider-Man 1. This is the OG printing. You know, you got a couple ticks on the spine there, but still probably like a $50 book. Pretty nice. And that is pretty hot right now. Oh, snap. I am very surprised I censored myself. This is the first issue of Knights of the Old Republic. This is a super hot book right now. I am really happy about that. That is awesome. Okay, alright, back to the box. Okay.
Are back.
Welcome back, everyone. We just got finished with a break, as you can see. Picked out some new books for y'all, so let's get started putting some of them out. I'm going to replace, first of all, this Daredevil here on G.
Actually, hold on a second. Can we do that for $12?
Yeah, I was about to put it in the box.
There we go. George, well, there you go. And Jigs wants to know if we can do that Game Boy A $60.
Yeah, I can do that for 60. Absolutely.
Right. Thanks for helping us clear it up.
Yeah. Replacing that up here on A, I'm going to put up Spawn issues 6 and 7 in a little combo pack here. Near mint minded, or around near mint condition for $8 for the set. This has your first appearance of Overkill, first appearance of Tony Twist, and first cover without McFarlane signature, I think is what that word says. Doesn't go up here on A.
Tony Twist is a fun story because McFarlane would get sued. McFarlane would get sued for that because that's a real person.
Oh.
And McFarlane was just doing. I just want to put my friends and people I liked in this book. Tony Twist was a hockey player, and it was like you named a mobster after me who does really sick stuff. I'm going to sue you.
They should have put that thing like they have it like everything now, where it's like the names and people portrayed in this are not supposed to be anyone in real life or whatever.
I find it funny because this is like the first of many
times where that happened.
No, yes, but like specifically lawsuits for or like for overkill.
Oh yeah.
Because it was overkill. If the origin was Stan Lee had that show where he just bring on artists.
Oh yeah.
And talk about stuff, and that was the one where he and Todd McFarlane co-created,
Todd
McFarlane and Rob Liefeld co-created Overkill, while Stan's like, boy, you guys just do anything, don't you? And I'm like, I love that.
No. I love his sassiness in those clips. I've seen some of those. Going on G real quick, replacing that Daredevil, I got Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, number 5. This is the 1:50 ratio of Boba Fett just leaning against one of his, carbonite, cells, prisoner holding things. But that's going to go here on G for that 1:50. And this has your first cameo team appearance of the Orphans, led by Chantha Cha. Probably this Masters of the Universe next off of C. And I'm going to replace that with... Let's do this. Going on C to replace it is Marvel Team Up number 50, featuring Spider-Man and Doctor Strange versus The Power of the Wraith. Very fine condition for $10, and it's a newsstand copy. Going to go up here on C.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think we had another claim. David wants to know if we can do 35 for that the Star Wars bundle on E.
35, you said?
Yes, because I think we asked 25 earlier.
Yeah, and I went up to 40.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. 35. I can do 35.
There you go.
That there. Replace that with another set. However, it's not Star Wars. This time it is Batman Death and the Maidens. This is a 9-issue series, near mint condition for $20, done by Rucka and Jansen. That's going to go here on E. You got, I believe, Ra's al Ghul standing over as this woman's about to go over the edge. Going down here on E.
We have that trade over at the Raleigh store, and I keep tempting to buy it every time I'm there.
Oh, of the Death of Maidens?
Yeah, just because I'm a big Klaus Janson fan. I'm like, I must read this book.
Well, if you want, there's a $20 set.
I know. I know, I could get all the single issues right here, and then wait for Heroes Con to come around and get Klaus Janson to sign it, because he's usually at Heroes Con.
Yeah, he's usually there. Guess I'll take down this Swampy up here on B. And I'll replace that with... Y'all asked for some more, so here is another issue from that Jeff Johns run of Green Lantern. This is specifically issue 18 of the Jeff Johns run. Near mint condition for $5, and it says the truth. Love stinks. Star Sapphire just stepping all over Hal Jordan. Not to copy Joe's joke from earlier, but some people will pay good money for this. Going up here on B.
Looks like Star Sapphire.
Yeah. Instead of someone who looks like Violator pulling out your tongue.
Is that the joke I made?
I don't remember. I'm just
okay.
pulling it from there because I think that would be the funniest situation.
All right. And that Green Lantern's gone.
Sweet.
Yeah. Congratulations, Suresh.
Sweet. Let us know if you want to see some more, because I know there's at least a couple more issues from that John's run in there. But in the meantime, replacing that up here on B, I got Voltron #2 from Dynamite. This is in near mint condition for $5 and has this great Alex Ross cover of all the pre-combined pieces of Voltron all emerging. As we can go here on B. Did y'all see the news about some of the casting for the new DC universe? They got Frank Grillo coming over to presumably voice one of the characters from Creature Commandos, because I think that's the only thing they're really actively casting
Now, is he
for
going
right
to
now.
be a monster, or is he going to be the military guy? Who's
I've seen the biggest guess, because he announced he was going over to DC, but didn't say anything like specific about a character or anything, but has done a lot of stuff replying to stuff about Creature Commandos. So a lot of people are guessing he might be voicing Rick Flag Sr., who is the military guy leading all of them.
Because I know, I think it's General Matthew Summers or something who's in charge of the Creature Commandos.
Yeah.
But I imagine they just blended a couple things.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows Rick Flag at this point from the 2 Suicide Squad movies we got, so making it Rick Flag Sr. Makes a bit sense of kind of using a name people know at this point.
Ryan says he'd be a great Sergeant Rock. He wouldn't be a bad Sergeant.
He would not be a bad Sergeant Rock.
Because I was saying, for someone who's I won all those World War II characters, I was like, Creature Commandos is kind of your only thing, because you can get Sergeant Rock, you can get the Losers, you can get Ghost Tank.
You got G.I. Robot.
Yeah, Tank. G.I. Robot,
I realized that Junkyard Joe looks a lot like G.I. Robot recently.
And Jeff Johns, a big Silver Age, comics fans. Listen, I'm also digging Junkyard Joe.
Oh yeah, no, not saying anything bad about Junkyard Joe. I've been enjoying it so far. I was just saying they look very similar.
I'm sure that there's some definite inspiration.
Yeah.
I find it funny that he said he was leaving Marvel for DC, and I was like, leaving? What, in a body bag? The character's been dead for years.
He's got to go now.
I have to go back to I guess you're not coming. I know you're not going to be on an episode of What If. Yeah, that Sergeant Rock vs. Army of the Dead was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and also, gotta support the king of the jawline.
So here's the funny thing. I was like, oh, hey, Bruce Campbell's going to write a comic. And I'm sure the editor's going to help him. I'm sure there's going to be a co-writer with him. I was like, no, he actually wrote it himself. Oh, damn. And it was very well written.
Yeah, he's never written a comic book before, but he has written, or at least I don't think he's written a comic book. I'm sure maybe at some point he might have written one of the Army of Darkness series or something like that. But as far as I know, he hasn't written a comic book series before. But he has written several, autobiographies and memoirs and novels and stuff like that. So, once again, it's not one-to-one, but I'm sure it was at least an easier transition having that previous experience. But going on F to replace... What did I even have up there? To replace that Swampy reprint, we got Fantastic Four, number 259. This is in near mint condition, newsstand copy for $10. And you got Doctor Doom manipulating the Fantastic Four, and I believe... Oh, God, what's his name? I think he's one of the other, or used to be one of the other.
Oh, is that Terrax?
I think it is Terrax. Yeah. And as we go here on F.
Or I guess that's technically Tyros, because he's not imbued with the power cosmic.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have the power cosmic anymore. He's just got gold pants.
He's got gold. I think that's from the same series John Byrne
I think
was
so.
doing. And I think because it's in the Trial of Galactus trade, it's like it collects some like weird stuff like that's not necessarily important to, or is only tangentially related to it. So I think that was it. Because that's when Doctor Doom tries to mind swap with I think Taros or somebody.
Yeah.
Because he's like trying. It's funny because he mind jacks like some punk on the streets, like body, and it's just fun because it's one of those times where like, yeah, this is a comic in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Aunt May is just looking on and like, I like, oh, that fiendish Doctor Doom, what will he do next? And the punk who is Doctor Doom was like, foolish woman, how dare you speak of Doom? And like, he's funny because he looks like a punk from like Terminator.
Yeah.
Like he looks like Bill Paxton from Terminator. He's like a pink mohawk and he's wearing a vest, no shirt.
Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. Still the only man to be killed by a Terminator, a Predator, and an alien.
He's not the only man.
Who
There's only one other man, and it's Lance Henriksen.
Oh, that is...
Because everyone keeps forgetting he was also the cop in Terminator.
Yeah, I did forget he was the cop in Terminator.
But he gets, he gets gutted a couple times, and then, destroyed as Bishop and Aliens. And then he's killed in AVP.
Is he killed by a Predator?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because the Predator's like, oh no, you have cancer. I'm not going to kill you. You're not strong enough to fight. And then he has like that makeshift flamethrower. And I was like, okay, now I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Which is very much the like, don't use your weapons. It can't hunt you if you can't use your weapons.
Redalian though.
Don't. That movie does one good thing, and it's just that it brings a lot of body horror to it.
But everything's so dark, you can't see anything.
That's my biggest...
Yeah, it's terrible. Also, it's just a terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah.
But Prey was good.
Prey's great.
Prey was great.
I hope they kind of do more stuff where it's not just militaristic macho men versus Predator. I do like the idea of actually showing like an evolution or previous states of Predators.
I mean, Predator 2 wasn't a macho man.
I don't know.
It was Danny Glover. He was too old for this crap.
But he had Gary Busey on his side, so he could
did
handle
have Gary
anything.
Busey on his side.
One of the very few celebrities I share a birthday with.
Really?
Yes. Because, like, they have those websites where it's like, see what celebrities also share your birthday. Yep. And, like, he's, like, one of the few I actually knew was Gary Busey. I was like, nice. I'm glad I get to share my birthday with the gingerbread man himself.
Joe wants to know if we can do that Batman on me for 10.
I got it for 20. I can do that set for 14. And then going up on D to replace our what do I have up there? To replace that D&D set we had up there, I got Spawn number 9. This is a near mint condition for $15 and has your first appearance of Angela, first appearance of Medieval Spawn, and first appearance of Cagliostro. And it also says it is an homage cover to Wonder Woman number 72. Doesn't go here on
What a
D.
weird homage cover for.
I didn't even know it was an homage until I read that sticky note. Thank you, I guess, one of the Zacks for that tidbit of information. Once again, another benefit of the ship team.
Is this a bad time to say that looks like a tardy?
Well, we'll still give it to them.
They deserve it.
They deserve it. Shh. We won't tell them.
The grandfather did.
I don't even know what's been up here the longest at this point.
I would take Boba Fett down with, or World Bounty Hunters, I think. Unless that's been up too long. Oh, it's a ratio. No, never mind.
I know.
Voltron.
I was gonna say either Voltron because I know I split the Spawn up, the Spawn on A before I put up the Boba Fett.
Jen says, when in doubt, thank a Zach.
Thank you, Zach.
Thank Zach. Not this one though. This one doesn't.
Not necessarily.
When I accidentally messaged you instead of the other Zach on Monday.
My instant response was wrong, Zach.
Yeah.
I think I also added, I'm the one who screams about the funny duck.
Yep. And I was like, nah, wrong one.
Oh, yeah, Zach in the comments is very appreciative of that.
Alright, let's do this. Going up next, up on B, I got Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Special, another Jeff Johns Green Lantern book, near mint condition for $6. You got Superboy Prime front and center in his Sinestro Corps outfit with all of the with some of the various Green Lantern Corps gouged on a pyre behind him. Going up here on B. This also has your first appearance of Ion, your origin for Sinestro, and your first appearance of several new Yellow Lanterns introduced into the universe.
Larson wants to know if we've got any Adam Hughes stuff floating around right now. Which I have a specific request. I don't know.
I mean, it's not specific, but I haven't seen any personally flipping through here, but I'll keep an eye out just in case I missed it passing through before.
Speaking of Zach, would you do Spawn on D for $9?
What do we have at 15?
Spawn 9 for 9.
Could you just bump it up to an even 10 for me?
I did tell him he needed to buy that issue. I told him he needs that one and he needs number 10. At the very least.
What happens at number 10?
Well, it just never gets reprinted in any the trades or anything. But
Really?
It's but it's also the one with Cerberus.
Okay.
It's like a long commentary about the importance of owning your own, the rights to your own characters. And there's this really funny 2-page spread where there's a jail cell and a bunch of arms are sticking out, and it's obviously it's never stated. But you can tell it's Batman, Superman, Shazam, The Thing.
Yeah, it's what Eric Larson does in Savage Dragon, where he has both Captain Marvel and Lobo just beaten up. And I think their faces are obscured enough, or their costumes are obscured enough, where is it though?
Or just most of crossover.
I started to really like crossover, and then I was like, the concept doesn't go too far enough. It's just you're using your own characters plus Madman. Yeah, Zach will take that D.
Oh, cool. Yeah. This is when I reveal we actually have a few copies of that first appearance of Angela. So if anyone else wants your first appearance Angela, Medieval Spawn, and Cagliostro for $10, let us know. We still got plenty of near mint we still have a couple near mint copies left. Sticky.
Jigs is also taking one of those copies.
Alrighty, we are now officially down to the last one of that Spawn number 9 for $10. And I think I'm gonna replace this other Spawn set that was up here on A. Back over in the box. Spawn 6 and 7. And I'm going to replace that up here on A with one of our preview books for the night. I'm going to go with, hey, you saw the issue 2 earlier. Now we got the 1 and 2 set, both in very fine to near mint condition. For $125, we have Captain N, the Game Master. Once again, this is the bundle of issue 1 and 2 in very fine near mint condition. Up on A. From Valiant Comics. This has your first appearance of Metroid and Samus in a comic book, and which this also, inspired by the 1989 cartoon, which we've been talking about a lot, including the Mega Man voice. And now I'm going to replace our War of the Bounty Hunters 150 on G.
Looks like Franz wants to take that Captain N on layaway.
Alrighty. Take that off of A for ya. Replace that real quick with a new X-Men number 114 in near mint minus condition for $10. This has your first appearance of Cassandra Nova and the debut of the new X-Men suits, aka leather jackets with a big yellow X on them. That is going to go up here on A.
Okay, and then just hide. Oh, jeez, don't do that.
And then on G,
And then just change the color.
we got from the new 52 run, we have Harley Quinn number 11, near mint condition for $5, impersonating her best friend at the time, Power Girl. Gonna go here on G. Give me one second, I got hiccups, I gotta get rid of them. Alright, hiccups gone.
I was gonna say that to it.
Yeah. You don't. If y'all don't know,
next time.
If y'all don't know, you inhale, hold your breath for a couple of seconds, then drink some water. It helps reset your diaphragm when you're hiccuping. Or at least that's my way of getting around it. Because if I don't, I'll be hiccuping for 30 minutes straight. Gonna replace this Fantastic Four here on F. And I'm gonna replace that with a Supergirl number 1. This is from the Jeff Loeb run, near mint condition for $8. And you got Supergirl standing over the beaten body of Power Girl. Hey, we got a lot of Power Girl books on here. I wonder if that's connected to the fact we had that key book that I put up before all the rest of these.
I wonder if there was a master plan.
I wonder if someone thought about this before they did it. I still got a lot of keys to get through. We're getting close to our final hour, so I'm going to put up another one real quick. I'm going to replace... I know we're still waiting on a... Actually, this has been up here a bit. I'm going to take down the Marvel team-up up here on C. And I'm going to replace it with Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect. This is a trade paperback edition of the Future Imperfect storyline from Incredible Hulk. Near mint condition for $225. Move this sticky note so you can see it. This issue, or this graphic novel, is signed by both George Perez and Peter David. I will let you know there is a little tiny bit of corner wear here on the bottom corner, but it's not too bad. But that is still a nice book, signed by George Perez and Peter David. $225, near mint condition. And I know someone's going to ask about it. This does not come with a COA, I believe. No, it does not. No COA for that, but that is up here on C for that Future Imperfect, signed by George Perez and Peter David.
I'll just write lightly on it and then just put it to the side. Yeah. What is that box?
I know we're still, I think, waiting on a response on that offer for this set, but I'm just going to take it off the slot for right now. And going on E to replace it, I got Green Lantern number 14 from the Jeff Johns run, near mint condition for $5. You got Hal Jordan in the cold with a bunch of beaten bodies underneath of him. You go down here on E to replace that Batman set. I was like, what the hell? Come back over here. Man, all this stuff is so fresh up here. I guess I'll take down this Spawn number 9 from D. And I'm going to replace that with... I got a lot of keys to get through, a lot of preview books to still get through over here. So I think I'll do another one of these real quick. This is one I was super excited for. From Valiant once again with their Nintendo collaboration. This is Nintendo Comic System number 9 featuring the Super Mario Brothers and introducing one of my favorite Mario games personally, Dr. Mario in very fine plus condition for $125, and that is going to go up here on D. Who else loves Dr. Mario? That's like one of my favorite Mario games.
I've actually never played Dr. Mario. I played Paper Mario.
It's not the same.
I know it's not the same.
It's not the same.
I'm not the biggest Mario guy. So.
I mean, it's more like Tetris, but with medication.
But with medication.
I'd rather play Tetris.
It's like Sonic's Mean Bean Machine. Or Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Or... I remember also on the Game Boy Advance, they were just doing a bunch of like licensed pinball games. So they did like Pokemon Pinball, they did Sonic Pinball, which Sonic Pinball is awful. I hate Sonic Pinball. It is the worst game ever. And I think they also did, I want to say they did a Samus Pinball game as well. Or a Metroid Pinball game.
Should that one work better? Because doesn't she like...
She's a morph ball.
Yeah.
Doesn't she do that? I know nothing about Metroid except the brain-eating...
Just making me sad.
Metroids.
But nothing of Metroid except for the Metroids.
It's like, my friend was like, oh, what's the name of that pink guy from the Kirby games?
I think his name is Jim.
Jimmy Jillikers, I think is his name. I'm going to replace, let's go ahead and replace this Harley Quinn on G. Like I said, I still got a decent amount of stuff to get through in the next 45 minutes as far as preview stuff, so I'm going to do a bit more rapid fire when it comes to those. So next up, going directly below our Dr. Mario book, we got, you saw the issue 1 earlier, now you have the full 3-issue set of Game Boy from Valiant Comics, near mint condition for $150. Oh wait, actually this is not the full complete series. You still need an issue 4, but you're almost there. Yeah. Issues 1 through 3. Got that cover we saw earlier, and then issue 3 on the back here is great, of Super Mario flying next to a full-on fighter jet. I guess he went into prohibited airspace. they had to bring him down to the tarmac.
That kind of technology in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Only in the New Kong City from Mario Odyssey, which is just New York City but floating in the air.
It's a heck of a BioShock Infinite crossover. These two cities floating.
Oh jeez.
Just thinking of Booker DeWitt now, just like finding a fire flower and be like, "What the hell's this?" I've never seen a Vitalis like this before. What's been up here at this point the longest?
I think one of the Green Lanterns. I want to say E.
I thought I put a B first.
Well, take down B.
What do I know?
I'm only the guy who's looking at it the entire time.
C, again, I believe is Future Imperfect, one of the early
Yes,
trade paperbacks. It is signed by both Peter David and George Perez.
Yep, and there is a little wear on the corner, but that's the only defect with it. So yeah, $225 near mint condition, signed by George Perez and Peter David on that Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect trade paperback.
I believe we don't have a what do you call it? A
COA.
Thank you, COA.
Yeah, no COA.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Going on B, this is one of our preview books, but I just think it's really cool. Going on B, this is the Max number 35 from Image Comics, near mint condition for $100. This is the final issue of the Max with a very, very low print run. I want to say this one had like around or less than 10,000 copies printed. It was something crazy. But that is the final issue of the Max low print run up there on B in near mint condition for $100. Take down our new X-Men up here on A. And I'm going to replace that with a Daredevil 116 and 117, both in very fine minus to very fine condition. $25 for this 2-issue set where Daredevil takes on Owlsley or the Owl or whatever you want to call him, both in the sky here and also on the ground with just a gun here. Also, had a nice hair dye job in between issues there, going up here on A.
Maybe it's just stress. Maybe his hair went white from all the stress.
Well, he actually, because the next issue is one where he has brown hair, so he actually got so de-stressed, all the color came back.
Perhaps he actually does beat Daredevil. I was like, yeah, finally. All right. Going the high. Going out in high.
That's right.
I mean, it's better than how he ended up in the TV show.
Oh, much better. But he's also not an Owlman in the TV
He is not an Owlman, which is very disappointing. He's just Bernie Madoff knockoff.
I mean, he's really good. I was like, he's the warden from Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, it is the same actor.
It is the same actor.
I did not think about that until right now.
Or you can be super annoying and say, actually, that is the Captain Maxwell from Star Trek The Next Generation, from the one story that makes O'Brien a much better character.
I've never watched Star Trek, so...
How dare you, sir?
I know.
Boo this man.
Boo this man.
Man.
It won't be my first time.
Yeah.
And on this, the day after...
He has to sit behind the camera by himself one time, and he's already like, I can roast the host.
He's testing his boundaries. I appreciate it.
Well, next week, if he's doing it with Alan...
Oh, yeah, no. That's going to be...
I'm sure I'll be fired. At least Jen is on my side here about not...
You get a message from Alan, like, how fast can you get to the warehouse? Like, you're not doing anything, right?
You need to bury a body.
Well, that got far worse than I thought. Probably E and F.
Yeah, those are the two I was going to go for. I'm going to do the F one first. Taking down that Supergirl on F. I'm going to replace it with Uncanny X-Men number 200. Near mint minus condition for $15. And this issue is the trial of Magneto. And this is where Magneto actually becomes the headmaster of Xavier's Academy. That is going to go here on F. Also, I mean, even though it says Magneto and Trial of Magneto, I think he was calling himself Magnus when he was in that costume, I want to say.
I mean, because he's not wearing a helmet, he's wearing that stupid costume.
Big
so,
M.
Yeah.
Big M.
You know they're going to use that in the X-Men 97
I did
show.
see that.
So I was like, alright, this could be fun.
Yeah, it seemed like they were kind of going for some of the, like, I mean, not super, super deep cut stuff, but they were going for, like, some storylines they probably would not have been able to touch in the 90s. And I got rid of F, so I'm going to replace E next. We're taking off that Green Lantern, and I'm going to replace that with a Batman set, specifically Batman issues 620 to 625, all in near mint condition for $20. And this is going to be the entirety of the Broken City storyline by Azzarello and Rizzo. Going to go here on E.
Maybe they can do Owlsley right in the Born Again TV show.
Son of Owlsley?
Son of Owlsley. The son of the owl.
Son of an owl.
Just do like a reveal. Like, oh my god, I can't believe Pete Owlson was the son of the owl. Alright. What now?
He does have a daughter in the comics, so I think that popped up in like one of Zdarsky's books.
Yeah, I think so.
Or maybe it was Wade. I don't remember.
Maybe D at this point. I think everything is pretty fresh.
Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and get rid of Dr. Mario.
No one needs a Dr. Mario.
Mario, where are you going?
I'm off to medical school. What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want, Luigi? I can't stick around forever. I can't hold your hand your entire life. You gotta make a name for yourself, Luigi.
You gotta go hunt ghosts.
You gotta go hunt ghosts.
Jigs wants to know if we can do that Mario we just took down for 90. I think it was 125 originally.
Bump it up to 95 and it's all yours. Ooh. Going on D real quick, I got The Adventures of the Super Mario Brothers. This is number 4 from Valiant. A lot of Valiant Nintendo team-ups I apparently didn't know about. Very fine condition for $25. You got Mario taking after Superman and the Silver Age stuff. Just standing on this rock top, making himself look good while his friends are about to meet a grisly demise at the hands of King Koopa. Or Bowser, if you prefer that name. But I think at this point they were still calling him King Koopa. Very fine condition for $25 up here on D.
Jig will take that deal.
Sweet. Put that there. You know, we've been showing a lot of love for NES and SNES characters. I'm going to replace the Max on B here so we can give some appreciation to our N64 characters and go ahead and pull out Turok, Shadow of Oblivion. Turok 3, Shadow of Oblivion. Near mint condition for $50. This is a really hard to find one-shot, obviously inspired by Turok 3, Shadow of Oblivion. That is going to go up here on B. I don't think there's anything. A bow, because Turok uses a bow to fight dinosaurs.
Hey.
There you go.
Jigs is going to claim that Mario on D.
Alrighty.
And the only thing I have them say about Turok is that, you know that Adam Driver movie, the 65 or whatever it's called, that just came out? I was like, this is a Turok thing, isn't it? And I was like, this is just Turok. And my friend turns up to me, he's like, oh, Jesus, it really is? Oh my God.
Everything's Turok, if you believe it or not.
So, whoops, it's all Turok.
Going up on D to replace that Adventures of Super Mario Bros., we got Astonishing Tales number 6 featuring Kazam and Dr. Doom. This is in very fine condition for $100. This is your first appearance of Bobby Morse, who becomes Mockingbird later on, and has the battle between Black Panther and Dr. Doom before you get Doom War in the 2000s. Probably the Future Imperfect on C at this point. Unfortunately.
I'm surprised. It's signed Buck.
Bye, Perez.
And David.
Going on C to replace it, we got a Crisis coming in. This is Infinite Crisis number 2, near mint condition for $5. And this is the George Perez B cover for Infinite Crisis number 2 as well. As you go up here on C.
last chance too. If anybody has any other things they want me to try and potentially find.
Yeah, this is the last, probably one of the last chances to make any requests for anything you want me to potentially find as far as series or creators or anything you're looking for. Alrighty. Probably the set on E at this point.
Yeah, that, and then probably A next.
Yeah.
A or G.
Replacing our Batman set on E is gonna be Walt Disney Comics. This is issue number 625, fine minus condition. This is one of the other few Easter books I could find. Uncle Donald, according to the sticker down there, not Uncle, Unca Donald, getting some eggs that seem to be a little more fresh than he was expecting. Fine minus condition for $6. I'm going to put that down here on E.
John wants to know if we have any Simpsons books.
I can look around for some Simpsons stuff, because I think I've seen some in here.
Matt would like to know if excuse me, sorry. If all the Mario books were claimed. I think we, aside from that Game Boy, I think we have a couple ones that you might have put away.
Dr. Mario?
Yeah, let me... No, we sold the Dr. Mario. So as far as Nintendo books that we have left, I have... These are just lower grades than the ones we ran earlier, but I still have a very fine condition for $55 of the Game Boy #1, and then I have a near mint minus of the #2 for Captain N for $45.
David has a request to see if you have any more Voltron books.
I might have one or two more in the mix over here. Quick, this up. Probably. Oh, I got A open. Going on A, fulfilling that request for some Voltron real quick. I got Voltron #3 from Dynamite, near mint minus condition for $5 with an Alex Ross cover with all the team members looking in awe as the Voltron is fully formed, lifting its sword. That's gonna go up here on A. I'll go back over here and look for Simpsons, because I know I've seen some in the boxes here. Just gotta actually find where they are. I'm gonna replace probably this Uncanny X-Men here on F. I'm gonna replace that with, from Bongo Comics, we got the Simpsons comics #2, near mint condition for $12. And obviously Bart's afraid because we have the return of Sideshow Bob. I'm gonna go down here on F. And I'm gonna replace this Game Boy set on G with Fantastic Four #36 in good to very good condition for $125. This has your first team up of the Frightful Four, your first appearance of Medusa, who later is shown to be one of the Inhumans. And this issue is, of course, done by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby from 1965 for that Fantastic Four 36. Good to very good condition. 125 going on G. And replacing
What a weird lineup of books we have right now.
I know, right? Such a variety. What do you think, Turok or Infinite Crisis?
Infinite Crisis.
Alright. Taking down this
I feel like it's been the longest.
Yeah, taking down that Perez Crisis on C. And I'm going to replace it with Incredible Hulk number 300 in fine to very fine condition for $10. You got Hulk taking on the Avengers. You got Spidey, you got Star Fox, you got Vision, you got Scarlet Witch, you got Thor, you got Doctor Strange, you got Photon, and you got Daredevil way in the back there. $10 fine to very fine going up here on C. I guess now the Turok.
Yeah.
Take down.
Don't forget Turok.
Our favorite dinosaur hunter on B. And I'm going to go ahead and replace that with a Marvel Age number 53, near mint condition for $8. And it's the special summer fun issue with all the ladies of Marvel having a nice beach day. And Rogue right up front, reading the most recent at the time Amazing Spider-Man Annual. Going to go up here on B for all that bikinis going on there. This is not a good night for Zach.
I was just going to mention that they really did her hair wrong in that.
Yeah, no, it is very flat.
It's very flat. It does not look good. If that wasn't a white spot, it would be a bald spot.
Yeah, it looks like an 80s like power bob where it's just like really fanned out but all straight.
Yeah. It looks like one of those things where they take the electric razor just to one back to your head.
David will take that Voltron on A.
Alrighty.
Sweet. Yeah, I was super excited when I found that those Alex Ross covers for Voltron.
They're great. Going up on A to replace that, we got Captain America number 205, newsstand copy in fine condition for $5, and you got Cap and Falcon taking on what appears to be some sort of octopus. If it wasn't already a coin named for the CIA, I would call it the Octopus of Malice.
I'm sorry, what?
$5 going to go up here on A. That's what it's a nickname for the CIA, is the Octopus of Malice.
Because it has its tentacles in many things?
Yeah, because it has tentacles in many things, and like none of them operate like synchronized.
Oh, yeah,
so like not everyone knows what the other arm is doing.
The left hand doesn't know what the right's doing.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Get to learn something on tonight's show.
Yeah. On occasion, you get to learn one single thing. And it's usually not actual useful information. It's just some weird like thing I've heard.
I think it's fun.
It's always fun, but...
Right, Steven's claiming that cap on A.
Alrighty.
And John would like to know if we, for The Simpsons on F, we can do 8 for that.
What do we have at 12?
We have it at 12, yeah.
I can do it for
there you go, John.
Replacing that cap on A, we got a Fantastic Four number 258 in fine condition, newsstand copy for $5. You got the Glove of Doom ripping the cover right off the book in front of you. Gonna go up here on A. And on F, we got Harley Quinn number 3 from the New 52 run. Near mint condition for $5. You got Harley Quinn dreaming of love. Meanwhile, also a bunch of, bloody weapons and destruction. But that's all you can really expect. I'm going to go down here on F.
David wants to know if there was another Voltron earlier. He said he saw number 1 on Tuesday but missed it. I'm not sure if that was the same one we had up earlier.
We had the number 2 up earlier. Now I have this box here from stuff left over on Tuesday, so let me see if it's still in here real quick.
Or if you just want to do a control F on the other tab.
Oh yeah, sorry, I could. Well, let me save you some time there. Yeah, it looks like they did not sell it, unless it was there. There you go.
I found it. It was in this box from the Tuesday stuff. So yeah, we had this Alex Ross cover for Voltron number 1, very fine near mint condition for $25. We ran that on Tuesday. If you want it or put an offer on it, I'm not going to put it up on here since it's already on Tuesday. But if you want to put an offer or just claim it outright, it is $25. Very fine near mint condition for that Voltron number 1, Alex Ross. And if you want the number 2, that's in the box over here. I believe it's $5 near mint condition.
For the Voltron, would you have 15? It's 25, I believe, right?
I gotcha. I could do it for 18. And then
I would take Donald off.
yeah, that was my. That's probably my
Either
next
Donald or Kazar. But
Thank you. Going up on E, we got. So we got to give our love to some of the Canucks up there. We got Alpha Flight number 1, very fine near mint condition for $25. Which has your first appearance of Puck, who's everyone's favorite Alpha Flight member. He's just a really good fighter and really small. He's actually the only Canadian who's smaller than Wolverine. First appearance of Marina, who is the wife of Namor. First appearance of Tundra, who is the member of the Great Beasts. First cameo appearance of Wild Child. First appearance of Madison Jeffries. And first cameo team appearance of Gamma Flight, a team training to rise the ranks through Beta Flight to Alpha Flight. That is going to go here on E.
David's going to do 18 for that.
For
he's
those
also going to take number 2.
Alrighty, I'll pull that out of the box for you. Right to it, baby.
No problem, David.
Glad we could help you grab that book from Tuesday. Yeah, I guess I'll take down the Astonishing Tales up here. First appearance, Mockingbird. Here. And I got 15 minutes before last looks, and I still got 2 showcase books.
What could they possibly be?
What could they be? Going on D to replace that Astonishing Tales, we got The Amazing Spider-Man number 78 in very fine minus condition for $275. And this is your first appearance of the Prowler, otherwise known as Hobie Brown, who then in the Ultimate Universe was I can't remember his name. Aaron Davis, the uncle of Miles Morales. But this is the appearance of the first Prowler, Hobie Brown.
Who's had 2 separate appearances in the movies.
That is true.
Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah. With his ice cream in the trunk.
Yeah. And you know, Donald Glover is also still supposed to be the Hypno Hustler in that movie. That's what he's making. So we'll see if it happens.
Hey, we'll see.
That Madam Web movie's still in production.
Yeah, and I mean, based off what we've kind of been seeing from the setup of the universe, it seems like they're going to do 20. We'll probably get, I would assume, probably a version of Miles in live action in the near future.
Who will play him? We will find out. Will they just get Shamik Moore?
I mean, if we're going to cast...
Or is that his name? Or is it the other guy?
Nah, if we're casting in the modern day, knowing Hollywood executives, it's going to be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Oh, no.
See, what's funny about that is that during Miles' Clone Saga, there was just a dude that's just a big Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That could just be...
Yeah, I'm just imagining, like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson still playing, like, a young Miles Morales talking to Tom Holland's Peter Parker. So just Tom Holland goes like, "Hey, Miles, how's it going?" Hey. Hey, Peter. It's me, Miles.
Your contemporary.
We're not allowed to actually interact because I don't want to share the glory of my superhero character with anyone
Stop being a
else.
jabroni, Peter. Think of a Rock catchphrase. Just jabroni.
Can you smell?
Can you smell what the Spider-Man is cooking?
Going up next, replacing that book up here on A, we'll put up Simpsons Comics number 42 from Bongo. This is a near mint condition for $15, and you got everyone enjoying the live Homer show of him just sleeping at his job. Everyone seems to be enjoying it, though, even though I don't know how entertaining someone sleeping is. But that's going to go up here on A for that Simpsons comic. $15, near mint condition for issue 42.
I was really digging the back covers of these Simpsons issues too.
Are they good?
Because you flip it and it's like basically like a movie poster or something for Simpsons. It's like a different Simpsons property.
Nice.
They're pretty great.
Probably the Marvel Age at this point. Take that down. In that spot on B, I'm going to put up Uncanny X-Men issue 222. It is a newsstand version, very fine to near mint condition for $15. You got Wolverine and Sabretooth facing off. Wolverine about to just skewer him in the chest. And that's going to go up here on B.
I keep thinking that's gonna be that, and it's not. I have that book at home. I was like, I should know the issues from that series. You know what's my favorite Simpsons comic? Is the one...
Futurama comics.
Yes, but no. Because Futurama, here's gonna be it's a hot Matt Groening take. Futurama is the superior show.
Yeah, Futurama is.
Okay, good.
I don't know that that's a hot take.
I don't know. We're gonna wait for the comments to run and say like, how dare? Well, because I feel like there's just time is on their side a little more. Because there's some really good Simpsons shows.
Oh,
there's some just like seasons.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if they're outweighed by all the bad ones.
The only problem with Futurama, though, is they're bringing it back.
Yeah, they are.
Because they've ended it perfectly.
Yeah.
Which usually shows don't stick the landing.
No, and every episode of the post Comedy Central era was trying to be like Jurassic Park with Fry's dog, where they're trying to have that ending every time. And I'm like, you can't always do that. That's not how this works.
Yeah.
I feel like that's also why Disenchanted didn't work as well. Or Disenchantment, or that was on Netflix.
Yeah, I think it's Disenchanted. It does not go well. Going on F real quick, I got Green Lantern number 23 from the Jeff Johns run, near mint condition for $5, recreating or homaging that classic Parallax cover, but instead of collecting all the Green Lantern Corps rings, he's collected all the Sinestro Corps Lantern rings.
I love that cover so much.
The original version or this version as well?
Both of them. Both of them are really good. Here's how much I love the original cover. First, I will just answer. Nathan wants to know if you can do that X-Men on B for 10 instead of 15.
Yeah.
All right. All yours, Nathan. Here's how much obsessed with that cover I was. I got my senior pictures done at a studio, and I brought in all my Green Lantern and all my multicolored lantern rings, and that was my picture. was just that cover, and the person behind the camera's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I was like,
I'm being fun.
This is a first for me.
Going on B to replace that Uncanny X-Men real quick, I got Daredevil number 182. This is the newsstand copy in very fine condition for $15. Got the cover of Daredevil wrapping himself around the grave of Electro, still mourning her loss. Going up here on B for Bullseye, who both describes who killed her and describes how he killed her.
Ouch.
No mercy. No mercy.
Ow. Oh, jeez. Jinx is taking that Green Lantern for 5 on F.
Alrighty.
Let's try to move past that pain.
Nope. I'll bring it back up. I think I'm going to put up our last preview book now, just because I know it's the heftiest boy of the night. So I do want to give it some time on the slot before we get to last looks. Put this up here. What I got F open. Perfect. Going on F, I got Green Lantern number 70, Green Lantern number 76. This is like the first issue of the Green Lantern co-starring Green Arrow title. 7.5 grade from CGC for $7.50. You got that super iconic cover of Green Arrow shattering the Green Lantern there as he's mid-recharge. And it's going to go here on F, right front and center for you.
That's such an iconic cover.
Oh yeah, no. It's like, I don't know what's, because like they're both kind of in that stratosphere. It's this one and then them catching Speedy doing drugs. Like they're both in that same level.
I did.
I'm watched.
Yeah, I did that.
I'm now distracted.
I must know as well.
Daniel currently has a laptop pulled up with the stream, so I'm now seeing my motions about 30 seconds after they happen, and it is really bothering me because I don't like seeing myself.
You now have the power of hindsight.
I don't like hindsight.
I just thought
Emilio's gonna claim that GL slab on layaway.
Woo! That was a lot faster than I was expecting. I know it's an amazing, amazing book, but you know, I felt like that was gonna take some time. You know, you gotta call the accountants, check with wives, all that good stuff. Replacing that slab of Green Lantern on F, I might as well put up another Green Lantern. This is Green Lantern number 19 from the Jeff Johns run. Near mint condition for $5. Another part of the Tales of the Sinestro Corps kind of time period with Star Sapphire wielding one of the Green Lantern rings on the cover here. Once again, near mint condition for $5 on that Green Lantern 19 on F. Also, I know I've kind of referenced it a few times, but I'm really excited watching through Legend of Tomorrow specifically because I never got to watch it, but I know it exists. They have their own version of Booster Gold in Legends of Tomorrow.
Really? You're gonna be disappointed.
Oh, am I? I thought the casting was really good. But I haven't seen anything like actually from the show. I only saw that he was casted as Booster Gold, and I saw a little snapshot.
I've seen the scene from where he's in. I was like, it's a little disappointing. Granted, I didn't stick all the way through, so maybe he did actually get to wear the costume.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, worst case, if I want to see him in his full costume, I can go back and watch Smallville.
You can.
Or wait until the either movie or TV series that they're doing comes out.
Maybe he'll be a post-credit scene. I doubt it.
I think it's a bit too late, I think, for their production to have a cameo for something that just got announced like that. But once again, we don't even have a clue what the actual like behind the scenes timeline of everything is. So like we can't even say any of that stuff for sure. But it's pretty safe that he probably won't show up in the Blue Beetle movie, even though really want him to, especially since they had that Ted Cord suit in the trailer.
His best friend.
His best friend.
I'll just throw in Skeets.
I'm just gonna say it.
Don't play with me like that.
Ted Cord, Blue Beetle, and Booster Gold are the dynamic duo. Screw Batman and Robin. They're the dynamic duo. Now that I've said another controversial
Dante
take.
wants to know for the FF on G what issue that is.
On G, that is Fantastic Four number 36. In good to very good condition for $125. Obviously, that early on, it's still Stan Lee and Jack Kirby working on it. And this has your first team-up of the Frightful Four and your first appearance of Medusa.
David has your back saying they are the dynamic duo.
There we go. See, I'm not wrong. One other person supports my decision.
Hey, I thought we would. I did.
Oh.
Yes,
well,
no, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I got 3. There we go.
3.
Legion begins.
Yeah.
It's a lightweight, right?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. Also, just a shout out there, that last Blue and Gold series was pretty good.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. Although, it did feel weird reading the Blue Beetle Graduation Day series that's going on right now and seeing Ted Cord back at Cord Industries.
Yeah.
Because I don't know who read Blue and Gold. If you haven't and you do enjoy Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, go read it. It's a lot of fun. But basically in that, Ted Cord gets fired from his own company and basically starts a crowd-funded Heroes for Hire situation with Booster Gold.
Okay.
So they're not like it's not a Hero for Hire situation where they're like explicitly like contracting out someone to pay them to do something. It's basically they're doing this stuff for free and then just hoping people crowd fund
like
the business. Yeah. Well,
that's too much. I won't pay it. I guess we gotta live. Dante wants to know if we can do that FF on G400.
I could do it for, it's a really nice issue, super early. I could do it for 110. Oh, I also switched out energy drinks tonight. This is like a sour green apple. It is really sour.
It's as advertised.
Well, it doesn't even say it. It just says Green Paradise.
Oh. Looks like Dante will do that.
110?
110.
Alrighty.
Hey Dante, just let us know for sure. Just because I just get an okay. So I'm not good with social cues.
Yeah, it's also really hard to get facial.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no
message.
you don't get the tone and intonation from text.
Oh, we should do that. Just set up voice messages for the chat one time, so it's just you clicking play buttons the entire time to hear everyone's comments. Or do a voice-to-text translation for it all. Or text-to-voice, I guess, the other way around.
That is a yes at 110. So
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Dante. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure before I put anything new up on G. So on G now, we got... This is great. We have Bartman meets Radioactive Man, number 3 from Bongo. Yes. Very fine to near mint condition for $10. You got another dynamic duo, I guess, patrolling the streets of Springfield. I'm going to go down here on a G.
I feel like that's more like a World's Finest.
That is true.
If you're going to want to do the analogs.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It is a World's Finest situation.
Or I guess it's Springfield's Finest. They could have done.
Who would you add to make it the Trinity? Because if you have
Wonder Woman or with the Robin.
With a Robin.
Okay.
Because when I think of Trinity, I think of those 3.
Yeah. Millhouse.
Just Millhouse. not even a superhero identity. It's just.
Well, he did get cast as what's the Isotope Kid? I don't know what the Robin for a Radioactive Man.
Fallout Boy.
The Fallout Boy. Thank you. I'm gonna forget his name. Fallout Boy.
Yup.
I forgot.
Front runner.
Thank you, Aaron. Yes,
best bands.
Off the goggles, they do nothing.
All right, we are at 9:45, so I think it's a good time for us to hop over to last looks here. I'm going to give everything on the board just a couple more seconds to sit up there before I completely swap everything out. But for those who haven't watched the show before and don't know what the hell I'm talking about when I say last looks is coming up, last looks is when we go through this entire box right here on the side of everything that did not sell during the course of the main show. I basically put it all up here rapid fire style. Give y'all one last shot to either make a claim or put it on an offer on something you thought you missed out on. And just so you know, the usual way that I format it is I'll put all our preview and keys stuff down on here in the bottom, more consistent, so that way you get a longer time to look at it up close, and then I'll rapid fire the other stuff on the top here. Before I do any of that, I need a box to put all my stuff in. There's no boxes. Oh, I can just use this, I guess.
That works. And yeah. Oh, there you go.
And was it one down there?
Well, what do you know?
Anywho, all right. So I'm gonna take down these bad boys on the bottom row first. And I'm gonna replace them with some of these keys we had. Going on E, I got that Astonishing Tales number 6, that first appearance of Bobby Morris, the Mockingbird, or later becomes the Mockingbird. On F, I got that Game Boy set, Game Boys issue 1 through 3 from Valiant Comics. All you're missing from that full set is issue 4. With that, that is all in near mint condition for $150. And then I got that Incredible Hulk Future Imperfect trade paperback signed by Peter David and George Perez. No certificate of authenticity, sadly, but still just a great, cool thing to have down there on
Joseph would
G.
like to know on D what issue of Amazing Spider-Man that is.
78. That is the first appearance of the first Prowler. I'm actually going to take that down real quick. Don't worry, it will get swapped out for one of the bottom shelves down here. Or, hey, if you, I said the issue, you can just be like, hey, Amazing Spider-Man 78, make an offer on it, and we'll know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, let me get the rest of these off the top row. And let me put this row. Alrighty, rapid fire time. On A, I got issues 1 through 6, the entire series of Jurassic League. $15 gonna go in here in A. If you want to see Jurassic, or if you want to see the Justice League as dinosaurs, that's gonna be your book. It's a lot of fun. Going on B, I got Orc Stain number 2 from Image Comics, a very fine near mint condition for $15. Great Jim Stocco series and cover there. On C, I got Justice Society of America versus number 20, them facing off the Justice Society Infinity. $5 near mint condition up here on C. On D, I got Walt Disney's Uncle Scrooge. This is that Easter cover we had up here earlier. Near mint condition for $8 going up here on D. For Ducks. Kill books. I hate gravity. Both the movie and the law of physics. Why did I make like a 10-year-old reference? Also, wow, that movie is 10 years old.
It's 10 years old this year.
Going on A, I got that Mighty Thor 366 Throg cover by Walt Simonson, near mint condition for $25 up here on A.
It's weird to think about because Gravity was out in theaters when I started working for the theaters.
Oh. Go.
Yeah. Chris St. George wants to know if you can do both B, what you just put down, and
The Orc Stain?
Yeah, for 19 total.
Oh,
B
and
D.
B and D. Yeah, I could do that for 19 total. Absolutely. Put that down there for you. Going up to replace that Orc Stain on B, I got Marvel Superheroes Spring Special number 1. Very fine condition for $8 up here on B. On... I'm actually going to keep going in order here. Going up on C to replace that Justice Society number 20, we got the Mighty Thor 131, fine minus condition for $35. Great Stan Lee and Jack Kirby book here with that great Kirby cover. Going on D, we got Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man number 100 newsstand version, near mint minus condition for $30 on D. Replacing our Throg on A, we got Batman Detective Comics number 719, near mint condition for $8. Long neck Batman, eating some tree stars, enjoying his life. Also, kind of like Littlefoot from Land Before Time watched his mom die right in front of him. So that's another.
Wasn't that the same for Jurassic League though?
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true. Also, like, I think my favorite panel from that series is the death of his parents, because it's just like the cutest drawn baby T-Rex you've ever seen. Going on.
David wants to know for C if you can do that for 20. It's 35.
I can do it for 26. While we're waiting on that, going on B, I got Uncanny X-Men 168, very fine minus condition for $20. First appearance of Madeline Pryor, who becomes the Goblin Queen, and your first mention of the name Lockheed. I know we got that offer still out on this one, but I'm going to take it down so I can keep moving with some new books. Going on C, we got The Flash number 1 from the New 52 era, $8 near mint condition. Going to go up here on C with that great Manapool cover. On D, replacing that Spectacular Spider-Man 100, we got Infinite Crisis number 1, the George Perez B cover, near mint condition for $5 up here on D.
The B cover you said?
It is the B cover, done by George Perez. Going on A, replacing our Detective 719 is Fantastic Four 238, very fine plus condition for $8. Remember, Doom is not in this comic. They were being completely honest about that there, and that is going to go up here on A.
David will do Thor for 26.
Cool, cool, cool. Thank you. Replacing our Uncanny X-Men on B is Challengers of the Unknown number 73, fine minus condition for $5. Them facing off against Curse of the Killer Time Forgot. Going up here on B.
Welcome to the chat, Rebecca.
Welcome to the chat. We are in the middle of last look, so we are going a bit rapid fire right now.
Looks like they say they're new here. Welcome to the show in general. We do shows Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 to 10. So just so you know what's going on right now, we're doing last looks, so we're doing rapid fire of all the stuff that has not sold throughout the course of the show so far. And since it's your first time watching, if you do want to claim anything tonight, make sure you go in the description of the show or in the pinned comment in chat and just fill out our claim form. It lets us know, if you claim anything, where we're sending your books and how you're going to pay for them. And then just so you know, too, real quick, shipping is $8 flat rate across the continental U.S., and we do put together the Tuesday and Thursday show stuff together. And if you live locally in the area around North Carolina, you can do pickup at any of our locations for free.
She's also asking if we have an Immortal X-Men number 6. Which I
Sadly, I don't think we've run any tonight. So, and like I said, Last Looks is kind of all stuff we've run throughout the night to finish out the show. Okay. But if you fill out that claim form and want to shoot us a DM message on Facebook, and just let us know you're looking for that issue, we can look around our warehouse for you. Going on C real quick, I got a Marvel Age number 41, very fine plus condition for $30. I'm going to go up here on C with Stan the Man himself.
John, that Game Boy set is 1 through 3, yes.
Yes, issues 1 through 3. Going on D now, we have House of X and Powers of X number 2 each. These are the connecting covers. There they are, kind of connecting, so you can kind of see how it goes. $60 for the set, both in near mint condition. I'm going to go up here on D. Placing our Fantastic Four on A. I got a Bugs Bunny in fine minus condition for $4 going on A. On B, replacing our Challengers of the Unknown, I have that Ghost in the Shell set, issues 1 through 8, all in near mint condition for $200. Gonna go up here on B from Dark Horse Manga.
Bless you.
Thank you. Replacing our Marvel Age on C now. I got Astonishing Tales number 5 featuring Kazar and Doctor Doom. Very good minus condition for $5. Doctor Doom facing off against a Red Skull.
Who is the most European of villains?
Red Skull or Doctor Doom?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm trying that to be a fun tagline for that.
Grey Gargoyle.
Is Grey Gargoyle European?
He's French.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
And French are the most European out of all Europeans.
I suppose so. I would have said Count Nefaria. Because he's so cartoonishly European.
Yeah. Anyway, going back to the land of America mixed with Canada, we got X-Men number 1 from the Jim Lee run, near mint condition for $5. This is a gatefold cover, so it does fold out to give you the full breadth of all the different covers that Jim Lee did for this number 1. That's going to go here on D.
Did you see the Alex Ross
recreation?
Yeah,
I have not seen that.
I'm not solicited yet. I just want to pre-order this, please.
It looks pretty nice.
It does look pretty because I think it's for Uncanny Avengers, or I don't remember which one it was going to be for, but it's for one of the newer books that are coming out for the fall.
Yeah, it's one of the 60th anniversary kind of stuff. Yeah. Going on A to replace that Bugs Bunny, I got Uncanny X-Men 235 through 238. This whole set's very fine near mint condition for $16. Has your first appearance Genosha and your first appearance of the Gen Engineers.
Joe wants to know if we can do that X-Men on D for $2.
Yeah. Going up on B to replace that Ghost in the Shell set, you do have Wizard Magazine number 47 in good to very good condition for $5. Mullet Superman on the front, and on the inside you got that really fun 1995 fan casting of a Sandman motion picture. Going on C to replace our Astonishing Tales, we got Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, 216. Very fine condition, newsstand copy for $8 with Tigra about to kill Molecule Man to avenge the ghost members of the Avengers. I got D open. On D, we got Daredevil number 26, near mint condition for $10 with that great Alex Maleev cover up there. Going on D. Replacing this Uncanny X-Men set on A, we have Uncanny X-Men 155. This is in very fine plus condition for $5. Kitty Pryde leaving the Xavier School for Gifted Children. Replacing our Wizard on B, I got Daredevil number 28, also with another great Alex Maleev cover. Near mint condition for $5 on B.
Joe wants to know if we can do that Wizard that we just took off for $2.
Yes.
It's all yours, Joe.
Enjoy that page spread of the Sandman fan casting. I know we did.
Lucky son of a gun.
Going on C, I got the newsstand copy of Uncanny X-Men number 156, very fine condition for $10. This has your first appearance of the Akanti Space Whales. Am I not saying it right?
No, it's just space whales.
There was a cool double page spread in there that looked really nice.
Why is there so many space whales throughout sci-fi?
Because it's like creatures that can live in the vacuum of space are fascinating.
Yeah.
Especially
why was whales?
Because it's like the ocean. They're big creatures. They're big, majestic creatures.
They're big enough to hold cities.
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
Off the top of my head, I can think of 4 different things that have space whales. You have Doctor Who, you have Treasure Planet from Disney. Yeah. What else? You have Star Wars has space whales now, and oh my god, I had the fourth
now.
one. Yeah, and this. I guess this is gonna be my 4th one because the second.
Was it like Halo or something?
It wasn't Halo. I forgot. It was a video game franchise. I just can't remember what it was. But going on A. Enough about space whales. This is Fantastic Four 243, very fine condition for $30. Got the Fantastic Four and some Avengers members taking on Galactus for the trial of Galactus. Going up on B to replace that Daredevil, I got Masters of the Universe number 1, The Origin of Skeletor, near mint condition for $15. Gonna go up here on B for Bones. because that's what Skeletor's made out of, or at least in his face. Because he's still got that beefy bod.
Yeah.
That's also what B stands for, is beefy bod, as well as bones.
We've got a request, which I don't think we'll be able to fill now, because it shows...
Yeah, we're currently in last looks.
Origin story arc for Kitty Pryde, I do not believe we have it right now.
Yeah, sadly not going to have that in here. Maybe a preview book on one of the other shows.
Joe wants to do that X-Whales for $5.
All right, I'll do it.
Take your X-Whales, man.
Going up on C, I got Swamp Thing number 14 from the 2004 run, near mint condition for $5. I'm going to go up here on C. Going on D to replace our other Daredevil is, hey, another Swamp Thing. This is the 1992 reprint of House of Secrets 92. Very fine plus condition for $6. Of course, reprinting Swamp Thing's first appearance. Going up on A now to replace that Fantastic Four. We got The Worlds of Dungeons and Dragons, issues 1 through 7, all in near mint condition for $60 for that set. Gonna go up here on A. Going up on B to replace our Masters of the Universe. We got Spawn issues 6 and 7, near mint, around near mint condition for $8 for that 2-issue set. Once again, this has your first appearance of Overt Kill. Let me see, there it is. First appearance Overt Kill, first appearance Tony Twist, and first cover without McFarlane signature.
Steven wants to know what's on A. I believe that's our Dungeons and Dragons set.
Yes, that is the Worlds of Dungeons and Dragons from DDP Publishing. That whole set is 7 issues in near mint condition for $60 on A. And then going up on C to replace our Swampy is Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters number 5. This is the 1 in 50 ratio cover. $20. Boba leaning against the Carbonite slab. Going up here on C for Carbonite. Hey. And our other Swampy has to go. And in its place grows Fantastic Four $2.59 near mint condition newsstand copy for $10 up there on D. And now that I'm about halfway through the box there, I'm actually going to do this, make it a little difficult slash easier, because I mean we just have more of that.
Yeah.
So now I have the Game Boy set, which is all, or the first 3 issues of the series, all in near mint condition for $150, or we have just issue 1, very fine condition for $55. I'm going to take down these other 2 books. If you still want these or still want to put out an offer on the Astonishing Tales or on that Future Imperfect graphic novel that is signed, let us know. They're still back here, so you can always still put in an offer or make a claim on them. Replacing them, though, going on E, I got that Amazing Spider-Man 78, first appearance of the first Prowler, $275 in very fine minus condition on E. And then on G, I got Captain N, the Game Master, number 2, near mint minus condition for $45 on G. Now back to the top row. First thing I'm going to replace is this D&D set. I also have to move my stacks, or else they're going to start flopping over.
As we know, gravity is your enemy.
It is my enemy.
Number 1.
I feel like out of context that seems very mean.
I hate Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. They must pay. Going on A, I got Marvel Team Up number 50, newsstand copy in very fine condition for $10. Got Spider-Man and Doctor Strange teaming up against the powers of the Wraith, which I guess means stone hands. But that's going to go up here on A for, I don't know, Amazing. I know it's not Amazing Spider-Man, but he's still there. You can still call him Amazing.
George Clooney ruining institutions. First Batman, then NASA.
then Gravity. I loved Gravity before that damn movie. Now I only want to defy Newton's laws. Going on Going on B, I got Spawn number 9, near mint condition for $10. Cannot take any offers lower than this because this is the price we sold it at earlier to some other folks. But if you want that first appearance, Angela, that is right there. It's also your first appearance of Medieval Spawn and your first appearance of Cagliostro.
Yeah, that's and it's a Neil Gaiman issue.
Yeah.
It's written by Neil Gaiman. I don't know if we plugged that earlier, but...
Man, we should have, damn. Would have been a great pairing with the Sandman fan casting.
That's true.
Fine wine.
I mean, we sold 2 without having to mention Neil Gaiman's name, so I think that's pretty good.
That's also true.
John wants to know if we could do the Game Boy set on F for 120. It's currently at 150.
Yeah, I'll do that for 120.
There you go, John.
Congratulations. Number 4.
Surgery. Surgery to remove that without knocking this one over. Where the hell was I? Going on C, I got Harley Quinn number 11 from the New 52 run. Near mint condition for $5 up there on C. Replacing our book on D, we got Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Special number 1. Near mint condition for $6. Got Superboy front and center there. Or Superboy Prime, I should say. I'm sorry. Don't want to offend them because he both exists in that universe and ours. So.
Yeah, he could kill us.
Yeah, he could kill us.
We live in fear of him every day.
Yeah.
Like Dan DiDio lives in fear of him every day.
He knows one day his own comic book will come to life and do exactly what he wrote in his comic book.
So, basically, going back to crossover, when Negan came and killed Robert Kirkman.
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Spoilers.
I don't care. I stopped after the Zdarsky issue.
That was
it was a really good issue.
Yeah, that's a good ending point.
Yeah.
Going up on A now, I have New X-Men number 114, near mint minus condition for $10. First appearance of Cassandra Nova, the evil twin sister of Charles Xavier that I think Charles psychically beat to death.
Oh yeah, it's like the Venture Brothers where they killed her in utero.
Yeah, so pretty crazy stuff going on there. But yeah, first appearance Cassandra Nova there, as well as your first appearance of those new snazzy new X-Men costumes.
Michelle would like to know if we could do that D&D set we had up for 30.
We had it at 60. If you could bump that up to 40, it is all yours. Gotta take down Angela. And I'm going to replace it with issues 1 through 9 of Batman, Death and the Maidens, near mint condition for $20 for the set. Great series by, oh my god, what is the name? I had it earlier. Rucka and Jansen, of course. Greg Rucka. Klaus Jansen. Replacing our Harley.
Michelle's countering with 35.
I could do 35 on it.
There you go.
Going on C real quick before I go grab that set. This is Supergirl number 1 from the Jeff Loeb run, near mint condition for $8. Supergirl discovering the beaten body of Power Girl. Going up here on C. Replacing that Sinestro Corps book on D, we got Green Lantern number 14 from the Jeff Johns run, near mint condition for $5 up here on D. Grab that set real quick.
Sorry for when I was sitting and they took it all together. And like, I don't know if the formula will read that.
Which one?
The was. I think the was in with the total percent.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, I'm gonna have to separate.
Yeah, do you want me to separate these two? Because they're the same. They just went for the same price.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can separate them if you like.
I typically will just because it's easier to read on the itemized invoice.
Next up, replacing our new X-Men on A, we got The Max number 35, near mint condition for $100. This is the final issue of the Max series, which had a very low print run going up here on A. And then going up here on B to replace this Batman set, Death and the Maidens, we got, I should probably do this, another book since that would be confusing. We got Daredevil 116 and 117, very fine minus to very fine condition for these 2 issues. $25 for that 2-issue set can go up here on B. And then on C, replacing that Supergirl #1, I got Batman issues 620 to 625, near mint condition for $20. This is the entirety of the Broken City storyline by Azzarello and Riso. Not the Muppet Rat Riso. Actual human
That'd be
being.
impressive.
An actual human being artist.
That would be impressive.
It would be.
If it's like, or if it's just like puppeteer under a stage name or something.
It's the puppeteer, but he's still using the puppet to
puppet, yes.
Yes. He can't. He has to like draw based on what he sees on his little screen underneath.
And then he's gonna do the comic of Defying Gravity, the anti-gravity story.
I would be very excited for that. Going up on D now, I got Uncanny X-Men 200, near mint condition for $15. Trial of Magneto storyline, as well as when Magneto becomes the head of Xavier's school.
There's a lot of debate about AI art right now and about puppet art.
Puppet art.
Well, someone is still making it. It is through a medium. I feel like they're just putting like a glove on or something.
It's like a ventriloquist situation where the puppet's actually the one in charge.
It's like the old
It's a
Anthony
dummy
Hopkins movie.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name of it though.
I'm still trying to look up space whales.
I gotcha. Going on A, I got Infinite Crisis #2. This is another one of those great George Perez B covers. It's near mint condition, $5 up here on A. Next up on B, replacing that Daredevil set, I got Turok 3 Shadows of Oblivion, or sorry, not Shadows, Single Shadow of Oblivion, near mint condition for $50. Super scarcely printed book. As we go up here on B. On C, replacing this Batman set, I got Walt Disney Comics #625 in fine minus condition for $6. Donald, a little disappointed by his Easter egg basket this year. Going on D to replace this Uncanny X-Men, I got Fantastic Four #258, newsstand copy in fine condition for $5. Doom's glove ripping through the cover itself. Going up here on D for Doom. On A, replacing Infinite Crisis #2, we got Marvel Age #53, near mint condition for $8. Up here on A for that summer special issue.
Joseph would like to know what the grade on E is. I believe it is very fine minus.
It is very fine minus for that Amazing Spider-Man 78. And then this is actually our last book of Last Looks, replacing our Turok 3. We got Harley Quinn 3 from the New 52 run, near mint condition for $5 with that Amanda Conner cover, which also kind of, for a second, I mistook for Dave Johnson. Because it's kind of got like that same color style.
Yeah.
He does do good covers.
Take a chainsaw straight to the heart.
I'm going to put some of these in the box here, give y'all another minute or two here to make any last minute claims or offers, whether it's up there, if it's a book that I've already taken down, you're like, man, I really wanted that Astonishing Tales, that first appearance Mockingbird. You can still send a message to us in chat and just let us know real quick you want to claim or make an offer on it.
Same ultimate time, same ultimate place.
I got in trouble when I did that the first time.
Did you?
Cena was very disappointed in me when I outroed that as my first show.
Because, or is that like a copyright claim on that or something?
I don't know. They were just.
I think we put ultimate in there.
I think they were just disappointed by my lack of creativity.
Oh, that's a classic. How many black? It's like for shame.
Je ne sais quoi.
For shame. I mean, I should stop saying this. I'm going to lose my job just for dissing management.
This is co-owner of company.
Well, I feel like this is the third time.
Can't wait. Can't wait till you diss Alan straight to his face on Tuesday. I know I got to be watching that one. But alrighty, y'all. I think I've given y'all at least enough time to make any last-second claims or offers here. I think we are going to end the show tonight. It has been a pleasure. Thank y'all for watching. You know I love doing it. I hope y'all loved watching. I will see you next Thursday. Do we have a theme for next Thursday, or are we just kind of winging it next Thursday?
It wasn't me, so I don't know.
Looks like we're winging it next Thursday. So can't wait to see you then. 7 o'clock as per usual. And then, of course, check out Alan on Tuesday with all those new books, as well as Joe behind the camera, hopefully being a little nicer to him than me, or else we won't see Joe again. But once again, thank you all for watching. Been lovely. I'll see you next issue.